much. Oh, my God, I love it. Robin, you got to get into this.
Well, I'm going to get one.
You got it. You have to get it today.
Well, if I have time, Howard, I will get it today.
Get that new assistant. What do you got, a new assistant? I'm hearing reports about you.
No.
Holy cow. You got to hear this one.
No,
Let me digress for a minute.
What happened to Captain Dan?
Here we go.
I don't know
Captain Dan.
What happened to Captain Dan?
Names.
Is Captain Dan still your assistant?
Yes, Captain Dennis is still with me.
Well, all I know is people around here, I might as well tell you this.
What?
People around here are terrified because Robin is yet another charity event she's organizing. Terrified of you. Terrified of you and your charity work. Because they know they're going to get, you know, what is that called when they take you into the military? Not the draft, but conscripted or... you know what I mean? They are terrified of you.
Geez. Let me...
You're the terrorist.
Ease their consideration.
Here's the report I get.
Obligated to do anything.
Yesterday, Robin just brings some woman up here with a British accent.
She doesn't have a British accent.
She has some accent.
She's from Slovenia.
Well, whatever. She had some weird accent.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, wherever Slovenia is, only Robin knows where that is.
Welcome to Slovenia.
Yeah, I was scared of Guatemala. Now Slovenia. I was raised in Slovenia. My father was Dracula. And I am the son of Dracula. So anyway, Robin shows up. Yeah, this woman is walking around, and Robin introduces her to no one.
What?
Listen to this report I got. This is a report.
I introduced her to everyone we saw.
I heard she went over where Jason and Will sit. She's sitting on the phone, making phone calls. Jason went back there. He goes, "Excuse me, who are you?" You know, he's going to call security. Because I'm with Robin. Or however she talks, I don't know.
I'm with Rob.
I'm with Robin from Slovenia. So Jason's like, oh, okay, I think.
I don't know where she wound up. Jared, she had asked if there was a place where she could use a computer, and I left her with Jared.
Well, then Jared...
I don't know where he took her.
She ended up in Tim's office on a computer for 3 hours, whatever you were busy with. And she's tied into Robin's new charity work with this comedy show, and then Robin this is all third hand. You can refute anything you want. So Robin sees Richard, or one of those guys, Richard or Sal. You will be sitting at a table at the comedy show.
I was saying I would like them to.
No. According to them.
And then at the end of it, I guess he missed the would like you.
No.
He said, oh, do you notice I was just told what I'm going to do? And I was like, no, it's a choice.
Robin's getting these guys to sit at tables, and then they get auctioned off to sit at the table for the night with it. All I know is everyone has to spring into action with your charity.
I asked.
There's 15 organizations. Can you end it now? Everyone's wanting me to ask you, would you just end it? Just stop, and we'll forget about it and never say a word about it. Can you stop?
No, because you would never stop saying words about it.
It just seems your charity work gets involved with everyone here. No one wants to be involved, I don't think.
Well, if they don't want to be involved, they don't have to be.
They're afraid of you.
Oh, stop it.
They
What's to be afraid
They
of?
are so afraid of you. You hold a grudge.
You're wacky. I don't hold any grudges.
This is what I'm hearing. I don't say that. This is what I'm hearing. I'm telling you. I'm giving you feedback.
You're painting me as something that's ridiculous. And so are they. They're crazy.
Yeah, here comes JD. Uh-oh.
JD,
you sure you want to talk?
Yeah, well...
Why are you afraid of Robin?
Because I don't want to get yelled at. She threatened to stab me in the eye with a pencil for talking about her movie.
Oh, my God.
That was different.
That was different.
She was leaving. I heard the thing with Sal and Richard.
Right. What'd you hear?
Well, I can't remember the exact wording, but it sounded... She wasn't asking. She was
barking.
I said I would like you to. Maybe that doesn't sound like an ask.
I didn't hear a would like. I heard... Yeah,
you will be...
No.
You will be sitting at a table together with fans, and they will pay to sit with you. Who's going to pay to sit with Richard and Sal? I'd pay to stay away from them.
I was actually worried. I thought she would come up to me next, but, I didn't think I was that famous anyway. So.
Wow. Robin, don't ask me. I'm busy. God forbid I get a social life. You actually should go and sit at some table with a fan and hopefully get a date.
I don't want to dress as a court jester. No.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it.
Listen, I'm not getting involved with this one. I donated to the last one with the movies with those kids. That's it. Leave me alone. It sounds like a fun evening, too, and I think it's great, but...
It's going to be a wonderful evening. Paul Mooney, David Tell, Gilbert Godfrey just signed on.
Wow.
To be a part of it.
He's funny as hell.
Daryl Hammond.
Oh, he's great.
Saturday Night Live.
You got a great lineup. God love you. Where's the money going? 15 organization?
No, it's going to 15 and the New Jersey Seeds, which is an organization that gets underprivileged children into schools when they're very talented. They get them into prep schools. They get them into Ivy League colleges.
Look at you.
With tutoring and mentoring.
Look at you. Behold what has become of you. You've blossomed, I swear to God. You know what? You go, girl. Just leave me out of it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oy vey is married with the charity. You're on fire.
Tickets on sale, 15foundation.org.
Does sound like a great evening.
I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah. Are you going to stay up the whole night?
Funny people.
Is it a weeknight?
It's a weeknight.
Oy vey. Why are you keeping the staff up late during a weeknight when they have to work the next day?
They do. Oh, God.
Why are you doing that?
Here we go.
What's going on with you?
Who wrote you that note?
No, really, why are you doing that? It's a good question no matter who wrote it.
I am not keeping anybody up late. They don't have to participate if they don't want to.
Right. Sal and Richard are participating. Sal is so afraid of you.
Sal is afraid of me?
He hates when you're angry with him. He said, I'll just do it. He
doesn't have to do it if he doesn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. How did they get a hold of you to raise money for this charity? I mean, how did you find out about this one?
I've known about Seeds for over a year.
Yeah.
I went to a special open house they had.
Yeah. You checked them out? You sure they're not taking this?
They're great. In fact, Dan Foreman was the one.
He did? He's a pretty smart guy.
Introduced me to Seeds. Yeah.
Like
New Jersey Seeds.
They're not going on a junket to Puerto Rico or anything.
No, they stay right there in New Jersey and they educate kids. Are you afraid of me?
No, I'm not. Not about this.
Oh, when are you afraid of me?
I guess if I would be in a respectful way, if you got angry about something, I would have caution. But not about this. I'm excited about this dinner. I've started looking up recipes, and I'm getting all ready for it.
Recipes? Are you cooking?
I thought I was cooking for her. No, Rob asked me to sit at one of the tables. I'm very excited.
Yes.
It'll be fun. It's just fun. So.
I should hope.
Yeah.
It wasn't mandatory. I don't know. Everything gets convoluted around here and becomes some kind of edict, and I don't know. I have no idea how things work in people's minds. But I appreciate you.
No, thanks.
Are you feeling any pressure to go to this fundraiser for Robin?
I don't look at it as a fundraiser. Fundraisers where you legitimately raise money. This is some sort of big shot show-off melee where there's booze involved. That's all this is.
Are you feeling any pressure from Robin to attend this charity event?
How do they do it in the movies? I don't know how to answer that one.
If Robin really gives a shit, sell one of your Mercedes or your boats and ship it off to Guatemala. Right, JD?
Let me see. Am I feeling pressure? Pressure. No, not at all.
How did she approach me? Like this. Oh, I have good news for you. You will be attending my charity event. We will be auctioning you off like a slave
No pressure. I'm fine. I'm not stressing out over this. I don't feel like she's really making us do this at all.
You'll be sitting at a table, a celebrity table, where they would pay $10,000 to sit with you. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, thank you. You know, I wasn't asked, I was told.
It's going to be so relaxing, and I just, it's no pressure. No pressure at all.
If you really care, just go out, charity should be done in an anonymous manner. That's true charity. It should be selfless. That's a true philanthropist. Instead, she's got bottles of champagne and Paul Mooney and Dave Attell, $10,000 tables. What, are you kidding me? $10,000. You know what I could do with $10,000? You know how many men I can make happy on $10,000? I'll take them over to the Dominican Republic, believe me.
She didn't come up to us and say, you're coming to my benefit. She didn't say anything like, you guys are going to be hosting a table. She didn't say that.
We're going to be raising our glasses, putting them down our gullets. Robin will go back home to her beautiful palace, one of her beautiful palaces, and she'll have one of her little servants stick a tube up her ass, another little Mexican roll her over in that stupid mat to, sweat her out. She'll have somebody feeding her berries and green drinks. And these little Guatemalan boys will be there with whacking the flies off their faces, eating shit out of a bowl. But hey, it's a fundraiser, and that's what's important.
She just asked, real low pressure, asked us. Sorry.
Hey, by the way, I should mention that Sal and Richard put together a new crank call, and they called a spiritual healer lady, which is funny in itself because what is
going on out there?
And probably the audience can't hear it, but we can. And in the halls, it's just yelling and talking, and like Jason arguing with Gary, and they were in here arguing in front of me about something.
Really?
Yeah. And I just said, enough, guys. They were arguing about whether the Super Bowl, whether New York should have a Super Bowl. And I said, well, it is cold weather and people like to sit there. But Gary goes, but Paul, they have all the regular games in the cold, so why can't they have a Super Bowl here? And I go, well, the Super Bowl. Don't ask. And then got into this long argument between Jason and Gary, and they love to hear themselves talk. And I go, guys, I got 2 seconds here. Let me get through the material we have to get through. And now Ronnie and JD are yelling at each other in the halls.
Oh.
And I've told Ronnie, please do not get involved with people.
You have to tell him that every 3 days.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I think he's got to go sit in the car. Why are you guys arguing out in the hall?
It's like a 1 second thing. It was nothing.
Yeah, but my door opens and then there's yelling on the air.
I know. I'm sorry.
What are you yelling at Ronnie about?
We're just fucking around.
Yeah, but don't fuck with him.
I know. Okay.
Do me a favor. Don't talk to him.
Okay.
I don't want anyone talking to Ronnie because he can't handle it. Then he gets into a fight and he gets berserk. He can't. He's like a child.
But it's my fault. He's not a fault.
Would you tease him?
No, we were
What'd you say? Tell me what happened.
No, we were just talking about something, and I thought he...
But he starts raising his voice, and he thinks he's funny. And then when he thinks he's funny, then he starts throwing... He's a nut job. What are you yelling at him about?
No, it wasn't... I thought he was saying something about me, but it wasn't, so that's...
And then he goes, get out of here. I'm not saying anything about you.
Well, something like that, yeah.
You stupid ass.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Don't...
You're totally full of shit.
Okay.
Otherwise, I got to release him from here. He can't handle it.
I tried to defend you, Ron.
He can't handle it.
I
don't want him bothering you. I told him that.
I'm stupid.
I'm sorry, Ron. And I'm sorry, Howard.
I told him not to bother because you can't handle it.
What do you mean I can't handle
You know
it?
it just escalates, and then it becomes a whole
Nothing
thing.
escalated.
I don't want to talk to this fucking guy.
Nothing escalated. What are you talking about?
Oh, these guys all bother me. I don't
Boy,
bother
you
them.
got up on the wrong side of the head.
No, do me a favor, JD, because then it gets ugly, and
No,
then he
nothing
hates
got
you.
ugly.
No one is to talk to Ronnie. Just
Good.
let him be
Nobody
the
talked to
security.
me. There was nothing. There was nothing going on.
Why, when the door is opening,
We
is he
weren't
yelling?
yelling. We were joking around.
Yeah, the joking,
Oh, you don't know
it's
about
always-
joking around.
Oh, I
you
know
don't
about-
like to joke around. I'm
You
sorry.
joke around until the joke's on you, and then you can't handle it.
I handled it.
Yeah, okay. Leave him alone.
I'm sorry. I made
Thank
the
you.
mistake.
Now you're my doctor.
He doesn't
my
understand that
psychiatrist.
you're
Leave me
joking
alone.
sometimes.
What's wrong with you? You didn't think that was funny? No.
He doesn't understand when you joke.
I said I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was
You know,
a
you
joke.
go to the zoo, they say don't feed the animals.
Yeah.
And then you get the one jerk off that feeds the animals. That's what you're doing. You're feeding the
I'm
animals.
sorry.
Fucking instigating motherfucker.
That's what it turns into.
No, it didn't.
Well, it will.
It didn't.
Eventually it will.
No, it won't. Fucking instigating motherfucker.
You can't handle when people joke. You get confused.
What are you talking about?
Sometimes you don't know they're joking, and you don't
I
like
know
being
it was-
teased. You don't handle things well.
Yeah, okay. I don't handle
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't handle things well. Okay.
You don't.
Okay. I don't.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah,
Well,
help
he doesn't
okay.
know that?
Help me.
You don't know you
Help
can't
me.
handle things, that you get into fights with
I
people and you
wasn't
throw
fighting
things
with
and all?
anybody. I wasn't throwing anything. I wasn't fighting with anything.
Today. But tomorrow it turns into something.
No, it doesn't.
The JD's always
It
busting
didn't.
my balls.
I don't bother anybody. Nobody bothers me now.
You just
Okay.
fucking bust
don't
my
worry about it.
balls.
What's your problem over there? For
All right,
God's sake.
that's it. What's my problem. You're
Yeah.
my problem.
Yeah, good. I'm your problem.
I don't want to have to discipline.
There was no discipline, and there was nothing going on.
Okay. Keep it that way. Leave him alone. I'm telling you, playing with fire.
There was no fire.
Well, today there wasn't.
No, there wasn't fire.
Robin, explain.
Don't bring her into it, please.
I can't because
She's
you know,
in another whole universe
he
of it. I
can't
don't even
handle
get
it
into
when I
her.
talk at all.
Please.
Right. All right.
Did I say you were wrong?
JD,
It's
leave
my,
Ronnie alone.
I will.
You know how when people get older, they get wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom passed him by.
He hasn't
Right.
gotten old enough
He's
yet.
not old enough yet. He's still a teenager.
Exactly. Exactly
He's like
right.
a teen.
That's right.
I know more now than I did then.
No, it's just you two don't mix well.
We're
'Cause
fine.
you tease him, and then Ronnie comes back at you, and then it escalates.
No, it didn't escalate.
Nothing was going to happen.
And Richard and Sal, too. Leave them alone.
We were
I don't even talk to them.
Good. And they
They
shouldn't
lock
talk to you.
themselves in the room. We don't see each other. It's fine.
Good.
Every once in a while, Sal will have a little comment.
Okay.
You know?
And you handle that well.
And I laugh it off. I don't even answer them.
Today.
What do you mean today? It's been for weeks already.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Please,
What's the
I don't want to
problem
open
then?
the door and hear yelling.
We weren't yelling.
That was my fault. Yeah, our voices were raised, Ron.
They were raised, but we weren't yelling. We were
What were you
goofing
saying?
around. We were goofing around.
What was the goof? I want to
We
hear.
were talking about something, and then Benji walked by, and he heard me say something about shtick. He thought I was talking about him,
All right.
but I was talking about Benji.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, well.
You stupid ass.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Nerds and old Jews mixed together like oil and water.
No.
I would be there to actually find somebody good. The guy who won last year, if I had been on there, the guy who won last year, whose name I can't even remember, he would never have won.
Wasn't it the guy who sang like Sinatra when he was black?
Black guy who sang like Sinatra. No one's going to see him in Vegas. And what are they talking about? It was a novelty act. You can't tell me he's going to be a big star. And the only one there, Jackie Ivanko, should have won. I would have made that Jackie Ivanko won the year she competed. That was that little girl. She's the only one who even has a career.
I don't know anybody else who's come out of America's Got Talent.
Well, let me tell you, it'd be no fucking nonsense with me. But here's the point. Every time one of these shows I'm mentioned as I'm going to be the next judge. I am not the next judge. I have no deal with America's Got Talent. I'm not going to comment on whether I'm in a negotiation because Robin knows this as well as everyone else. I don't comment on negotiations.
Who does?
I don't.
Well, they put in
negotiations can go horribly wrong. What?
I say they put in quotations serious negotiations, so they must have asked somebody what was going on.
Right.
But they wouldn't quote anybody. They just,
Right. It's a great show. I would be very honored, but there's nothing here to report. It's funny. I don't know why my name is always brought up whenever there's people really want me to be a judge. And I'm not opposed to the idea, quite frankly. I like it. But we'll see. I don't comment on rumors. If I had a deal...
Well, you'd have to make an announcement, wouldn't you? Want to make a big announcement?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it quiet.
Oh.
I'll just show up on the show. I'll be sitting there. Tommy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now, Tommy.
Yeah, I was saying, I read that on Saturday about America's Got Talent. I said, please, Howard, don't go to America's Got Talent. Hey, don't you think Piers Morgan dropped the wrong show?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't think, I like Piers a lot. I've had him on the show many times, and I don't think that from what I'm reading, the CNN thing isn't going that great.
That's why he needs the I think he really wants this. His background is in news. He was an editor of one of those Murdoch papers.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted this more than anything.
I think he's a really good judge. I think he should I think Tommy's right. He should have stuck with judging.
But his, that whole judging thing only happened after he was fired from his newspaper job.
That's right.
And he was out of work. And Simon Cowell or somebody, Simon Fuller, one of those Simons.
No, Simon Cowell gave him the job.
Came up and said, why don't you judge this show?
Yeah, and quite frankly, that's what people like him doing. Not interviewing people, evidently.
That's right. He's boring on the Fox show.
He thinks he needs to be interviewing.
On CNN, you mean?
Yeah, he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Don't we all?
When he came in there, you told him all the right stuff, and he just didn't listen.
I told him to keep judging. He should. There's got to be other things he can judge.
Exactly.
Just make judging your career. In fact, go to law school and become a judge.
Well, Howard, you're the greatest of all time. I love you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Bye-bye.
I love you, too. Let's go to Marianne from Brooklyn, who's very hopped up this morning.
Howard, I was calling to congratulate you. I had this whole thing in my head that I was going to, share you with America, and they were going to get to see a whole new side of you, and, it was going to be a whole new thing of watching you on TV at night, and I don't know. You think I'm crazy?
Well, I don't know what you're asking.
I mean, I wanted you to go. I thought you were going. I want to share you with more of America.
I'm right here. This is where you get me.
Well, I get you every day. I love you, but I was going to get you at night, too. I'm totally obsessed with you, Howard, and I love you. And I thought you would be a great addition to that show. I mean, then all my girlfriends would know what I'm talking about. Howard on America's Got Talent. Howard, I even have an app. I haven't...
Yeah, a lot of people were coming up this weekend telling me that their kids are very, very talented, and I should come over and see them.
Oh, no. Now you're going to have personal auditions.
I go, I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent. No, we heard it on the news. 15 million.
Can you imagine now your whole life is people stopping and singing, their children singing in front of you?
Like I'm Chuck Barris from The Gong Show. You'll read in the paper I'm in jail for beating some family because they were auditioning on the streets. It'll be great. Be in an elevator and some kid will start tap dancing.
That's right. Just throw down a little board and start going.
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about America's Got Talent over the other ones is that they open it up to everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like I remember there were acts on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you always wondered, where do the people who spin plates, where do they go? And there'd be plate spinners, bell ringers.
You know where they go? They go on cruise ships and they spin those dumb plates. And then when they hit like 70 years old, if they're still alive, they go to this old age home that is supported, like the show business old age home. Even though they were barely in show business.
Right. That's who's there, the plate spinners and the bell ringers.
Plate spinners and bell ringers and see all that nonsense.
You're getting them out of there. They're not going to be on your show.
They would have to explain to me how they're going to build a career out of spinning plates. I mean, it's terrific talent, but I mean, you're talking about the premise of America's Got Talent is they're looking for a superstar. They're looking for someone who could fill up Vegas.
Okay, now I've got to ask other questions because the other confounding acts on that show are tumblers.
Right. That's right. They would
dance
have to,
troops.
They would have to explain to me the concept of their show because dance troops, you would have to blow my fucking mind for a dance troupe to win.
You got to be the Blue Man Group.
Exactly. That's what it's got to be. Or else I'm throwing you right the fuck out of there.
You better be stomped.
There's going to be 4 people left when I'm done.
It's a singing contest once you're done with it.
No, that's not true because...
What else do you accept?
Comedians, ventriloquists.
Oh, okay. Comedians.
There was a guy who won the first year. He was a ventriloquist. But, you know...
Where is he?
He's working in Vegas, believe it or not. He's got a pretty big deal at one of the hotels.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed. Listen,
you're
let
not
me tell you
opposed
something.
to broadening the scope.
You know, some of the biggest movie stars today, who are they? The guys from Jackass. They're on their 4th Jackass movie. Why is that?
Well, how are you going to, what? Would they come on America's Got Talent and blow themselves up?
Yes. There are guys on America's Got Talent who I've seen who could have a fucking film career.
Is that right?
Yeah.
From blowing themselves up?
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to dancers, but you better fucking blow my mind.
All right, because that's
By the way,
what I see.
I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent, but this is all fantasy. Yeah.
That's all I'm asking because you say there's going to be no nonsense. So
no nonsense.
You're not letting, but you're not understanding what the producers are going for.
I don't care what the producers are going for. I know what I'm going for.
Magicians, you don't mind? They're okay.
I love magicians. Magicians are some of the biggest acts in Vegas, but you better be fucking good. I better not have seen it before. I see it before. First of all, you remember I used to do magic?
Absolutely.
I know how to do 90% of those dumb tricks. I'm going to go, you serious? I'll get up there and get myself in a box and disappear. You better make me disappear because I'm going to vote your ass off. You better be top of the game. Listen, one of the things about talent that I know, because I've made some coin in this business, Robin. To quote,
good piece of change.
To quote that guy from WKRP.
Gary Sandy,
who yelled at us. Who told us he made a good coin in this business. Where is he, by the way?
I don't know.
Yeah, but one thing I know, a career in show business takes a lot of hard work.
You think the plate spinner doesn't work hard?
No, I don't. Because the plate spinner wouldn't be satisfied with that. He'd come up with a broader kind of thing.
Jugglers, are they okay?
If they have that rock and roll attitude or something new to the game, yes, they are in the game.
All right.
Listen, I've gone to Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. It's amazing, but it's only part. Everyone is just a small part.
Right. It's not the whole show.
That's right. If you're going to be big, you got to broaden it out and think it through. You just can't fucking be a plate spinner. Spinning Plates Productions. Nancy and I have many plates to spin. How many plates are you spinning now?
And that was the music they always play for the plate spinners.
If someone on America's Got Talent wants to go retro like this, it's cool. But the nonsense, people don't understand. If I was a judge on one of these shows, I'm no nonsense when it comes to judging talent and mentor. You know what? I'll tell you what. If I was a judge on one of these things, my biggest joy in life would be not only to discover some people with talent, but to help them along.
Well, then you need to be on the X Factor.
That's right. I might switch over to the X Factor. Maybe I'll start with America's Got Talent and then switch.
By the way, who was voted off the X Factor last week?
The black guys, Stereo Hogs. The worst name in. First of all, that is a terrible name for a group.
Awful name.
And the Stereo Hogs were way more talented than the chicks who beat them out.
But the girls are pretty.
The girls are pretty. And that's my point, too.
So Paula has one group left. Right. Every week she's lost.
She lost someone. Because, first of all, she picks the worst fucking music for these people. The Stereo Hogs were probably the most talented group. She picked horrible songs for them. She has no ability to pick a song.
She's her own worst enemy and her team's worst enemy.
She's more worried about their dance routine and their choreography. Those guys were really talented. Now they're back probably in fucking Oakland or wherever they're from.
They got to find jobs today.
Today they're working in Pizza Hut. And if I was a judge, I'd make sure that someone with talent got good advice from me. I'd say, listen, literally do this next week and you will win. Don't fuck it up. It's ridiculous. These shows have got to come up to a new level. Enough with the clowning around here.
See, you already have a lot of ideas. You're producing. You're not judging.
Ideas? I'm filled with them. I'm over here trying to think, but nothing happens. What's the other thing? People go home and they don't think. You get a shot on America's Got Talent when you're in front of 12 million plus people. And you get an incredible shot like that after being a loser your whole life. You better go home and think about it. And it probably is too late if you haven't been thinking about it all along.
Yeah, you should have a plan no matter when your exit is.
Stereo Hog should have looked at that Paul Abdul and said, listen, you twit. We're in this to win it. You can't pick a fucking song. Get out of here.
Well, even that little girl this week, you know, they were complimenting Simon for her song choice.
Right.
And she goes, I picked the song.
Right. She knows what she can sing. Nonsense.
Stereo Hogs listen to Paula.
Right. That's right. Yes, Jim.
Hey, what's up, Al? I have a question for you.
I didn't realize what time it was. I got to take a break. Oh boy.
Quick question for you and Robin. Well, actually, yours might not be that quick. But Robin, of all the people who ever worked on that show, who would you sleep with first? Like all time?
What show?
Your show. Like from
me, of course.
No, take you out of the picture.
Oh. I mean, Robin was dying to get him to sack with me.
Who was the hottest guy that she would bang? Ever.
Wait a minute. Say again?
Everybody that ever worked on that show.
Ever worked on the show?
Ever.
Jackie.
Please.
There had to be
Artie. You got to bring everyone into it.
I am. I'm thinking of, probably if I had my pick of anybody and they had to sleep with me, if I said, sleep with me right now.
You know what?
It'd be between 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗿.
Well, he didn't work on the show.
You don't want to consider him?
Are we calling Howard TV into this? Because that kid you flirt with in the hall, Greg.
Anybody affiliated with your show since day one. Tom would count.
Oh, and then 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏?
𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏.
Could you really sleep with him?
No, I couldn't sleep with him, but he's so cute.
No, you're doing full.
Robin, you're moving me to ecstasy.
Shush, I'd have to hold my hand over his
Don't talk.
Robin, you're eating ass everything.
Tom eats ass. He loves it.
Oh, stop it. I never heard Tom say that.
Oh, listen, I'm a guy. I know what he does. Tells me. I doubt Tom eats ass. I don't know what Tom does, but really it would be Tom out of all the people.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a fair answer. All right, thank you, Jim.
Anyway, no, Howard.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, do you think you're an easy guy to work for? Like, if you weren't famous or anything, do you think you're easy or you're a pain in the ass?
I think I'm too easy. I got news for you. Despite my on-air image.
You sound like a jerk off, though, in person.
No, let me tell you something, Jim. I am such a pushover. People take such advantage of me because I don't have the heart to fire them. I'm too fucking nice. Ask Gary. Gary.
Let me ask Gary.
Ask Gary. Hey, Gary, am I easy to work for? I mean, am I easy to... Yeah, am I easy to work for?
I think so. Listen,
right.
you want what you want, and we know
Want what
that.
I want. How do you even know what I want?
On and off the air.
It doesn't even matter if they know what I want. On or off the air, am I easy to work for? Yes. The answer is yes.
I think you're much easier to work with off the air.
Right. The only time I'm honest is on the air.
You just sound like you're very demanding, and you probably, you want what you want.
No, forget it. Demanding. I don't demand anything. Everybody sits back there and relaxes.
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, you walk through the hallways, people have to, hide
Nah, they don't have to. For 2 seconds, I want to just get off the air and go into my office. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want around here. It's carte blanche around here.
It sounds like you're like
Ask
that
Robin.
no matter where you go.
What?
It sounds like you're like that no matter where you go.
No.
Where is he? He's never anywhere.
I go home. Don't you wish your boss would just go home? That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling and asking you.
That's why I'm so easy to work for. I'm never here. I go home. I work over the computer. I'm sitting and writing all day.
How about ask Jason if he thinks you're easy?
Ask him. Jason. Do I bother you?
No. You are the perfect boss.
Thank you.
You call people weird hours and ask them to do stupid shit?
No. Never call anybody weird hours.
Weird hours? How can he call anybody at weird hours? He's sleeping.
Yeah. No, Jim, I'm such a great guy. I really
people
am.
Who say they're great usually aren't, but okay.
Anybody? No, Jim, I am. I know
Well,
it.
nobody's running in to defend you. That's odd.
Anybody want to say how easy I am to work for?
Jimmy, he's fabulous.
No one ever calls in to defend you about anything. Like when you make
No.
up these stories, you got beat up as a kid. How come not one person calls up to say, "Hey, I'm one of the guys that beat you up"?
Because they're all in jail.
Oh, they're all dead. You're talking about guys who mostly are in prison now or dead.
Well, I'm just saying, no one ever backs your stories.
Oh, listen.
So if you're nice to work for, they're just not saying it, or not nice.
Jason, go ahead, answer the question.
Howard is great to work for. I mean, really is. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
You send me emails all the time. We're going back and forth. You're great.
If he wasn't
no
famous,
pressure.
What?
If he wasn't famous and made you famous, you wouldn't quit.
No. What?
I don't know what that
means. I don't even know what he means. I would have quit this job, period, even if Howard was a total dick. He's not, and it makes the job that much better. I don't know what you want from me.
You couldn't have a better person than me running the ship. Trust me.
Yes.
I'm going to compliment me since no one else wants to. I'm going to tell you, I am terrific. I'm terrific.
He's a better
You don't
boss
read
than
anything
Sandusky.
about I was a scumbag to anybody. How come you don't read that?
No charges of any sort?
No. You'll never see it.
He was never in the
They're not
shower.
going to admit it in front of your face either.
Hey, can I jump in?
Yeah.
Listen, in all the time we worked here, have you ever heard anybody leave the show be disgruntled? Aside from Jackie.
Everybody.
No one.
Jackie. Have you ever heard any
Stuttering John wasn't disgruntled.
Billy West?
Billy was. Billy was disgruntled. I think
Jackie
Billy
was disgruntled with Tom, not with you.
I think Billy was disgruntled when he joined.
Nobody leaves that show on a good note.
On a good note?
Including Artie.
Artie,
Whether it's
Artie,
their fault or not.
Artie and I are not at each other's throats. Artie had a problem. And Jackie can't be that disgruntled. He's back working for us.
Well, he's desperate.
Well, you're right. If Jackie had made something of himself after leaving, he'd never speak to us again.
Right.
I mean, everybody who leaves a show, you don't talk to anymore.
That's not true.
Okay, there's a lot of people who've left the show that you don't.
we talk
Casey left the show. I talk to him all the time.
And there's a lot of people who've left the show that aren't on the air because it's a big organization, and we talk to all of them.
What?
You talk to Casey when he calls in, and he's
Yeah,
not.
and we email each other.
All right.
I mean, fuck you. You know what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Listen, let me tell you something.
Very few people have left. Number one.
No one leaves me, and I'm so nice to everybody. You're crazy. Goodbye, Jim.
I don't like your attitude.
Me neither.
Later, Howard.
Thank you. Later. Fred, do you think it would be a good idea if I became the judge on America's Got Talent?
I think they would have got a gold mine with you.
Personally, I think the show's
In
beneath
fact,
you.
it would
But I
be-
think it would be a gold mine for them. 'cause-
Clear the stage and just put Howard on
Right.
it. Howard's got
I think you're way
talent.
better than that show, personally.
You think I'm better than the show? And
Yeah, I do.
I should not be the judge on America's Got Talent.
You know
What
what?
should he be doing?
I think you should be president of the United States.
That's what I thought Fred would say.
You think America's Got Talent is beneath me?
Well, you know
Thank
what?
you.
I think you're better than that show is. I mean, it's an okay show, but you have, there was one comment or commentator that was talking about all that you've done for this industry. No one else has done that.
Yeah, Fred's right.
Fred was impressed when he heard that list.
Yeah,
No. I thought this before because somebody asked me what I
Yeah,
thought
I'm too
about.
good for them.
I really do. Although,
Have them.
if it's $15 million, that's hard to turn down.
I mean, Howard's not responsible for the kind of talent on the show.
No, absolutely
He's
not.
simply a judge.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the
Benji,
fact
do you
that
think I should do it or am I above it?
It's not that I think you're above it, but I wonder does it can make your life more fun?
could
or
we
more
get
enjoyable.
and could we get Elijah Jordana?
I mean, the
as one of
little I
first
know about-
contestants?
First of all, you know what I'm going to tell Daryl Hall when he comes in?
What?
He should audition for America's Got Talent because he's currently not under a recording contract. Why not? Why don't one of these guys who used to be, have huge careers,
and you know what?
Go on one of these shows. They'll be up in front of 12
Because that would
million
be a step down. I remember on Last Comic Standing,
Yeah.
a real, successful comedian who had success in days past came on as a contestant.
Did he win?
No.
Oh, my God.
See, that's a problem.
I mean, if Daryl Hall comes on and he doesn't win,
it'd be great.
That'd be
Have him go up against John
Hit the
Oates.
buzzer. Hit that big fucking X on him.
That's right.
Hey, wait, you told me to come on here. And if I was on that show and Howie started putting through those shitty acts that sometimes he does because he wants to,
Right. That's the nonsense you're talking about.
I just take him out in the hall and touch his hands and stuff and freak him out. Hey, Gary, what do you, Benji, you were making a point.
Well, listen, if it's for the money, that's great. I would think that you're set money-wise. And creative-wise, I think you could do whatever you want in here, or you could go do it yourself. But so I wonder if you look at it as a fun thing at all, or if it's just purely a money thing. If it is, and that's enough of a turn on for
Seems
you.
like it might be fun though.
I could totally see having fun doing it. I don't know, is it 4 days, 4 extra days for 16 weeks? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if you want extra responsibility or not.
Right. Gary, what do you think?
It was interesting because John Hines' opinion was sort of like Fred's. He said, American Idol maybe, but this show is sort of, you're bigger than the show.
Right.
I was actually looking at the list of people that they've found. I think they only have one person that they found, like that Terry Fatto or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
but you're forgetting that Jerry Springer used to be the host, and of course the Hoff
And
was
Regis
one of the
used to be the
original
host, too.
and the Hoff used to be the original judge.
But the thing about it that I think works for you is you've always said on the air, I want to do a show where I'm not carrying the whole show. I could be a game show host or a judge where I just have to walk in and give my opinion.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, it's very easy for you. It's not, you don't have to sit and create 5 hours of content.
But also, he's saying that he could find great talent. They haven't been finding the great talent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And can you get along with it? You can get along with everybody?
No.
Why bother to do that?
Why should I bother to let them get along with me? Fuck them.
So you wouldn't walk in like you were the new kid. You walk in like you
fuck
fucking
that.
belong.
Please. What did Henry Hill used to say? Police.
Police.
Who has a career bigger than mine?
Police.
Make him a judge.
I'd actually be a real judge.
You would.
Although I like Howie and I like Sharon, so I don't have a problem with them. But they better just get in line with me. If I was on that show, if I actually was on that show and actually going to it, I'd sit those two down and say, "Look, I don't want any nonsense."
Now, do you think you'd have any issues with Nick Cannon, who seems to have some issues with you?
No, I don't have any issues with him.
He has issues with you.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
Well, he says he doesn't like the way you talk.
I saw a quote from him. He said, "Boy, if this rumor is true," he was like, "I can't wait to work with Howard. Finally get to meet him." I have no problem with Nick. I think Nick's a good host.
He always says he likes Nick.
Yeah. I just can tell he never wants to be home. The guy's got like 5 jobs. I want to sit there with Mariah Carey all day and watch those 2 kids. That's what I hear. I mean, that's not what I hear. That's what I see.
Well, look, you'd be adding a job.
I'd say to him, yeah, but I don't have 2 little kids at home. My kids are grown.
Yeah, but what? You're going to be traveling with this stupid show.
I guess.
That means being on a plane.
Although they did say they'd move the show to New York.
Yeah, didn't you read that rumor? I read it too.
But don't they go around the country doing auditions
I think the producers
in different places?
They, I didn't want to say this. They're moving the show to my apartment. And all the auditions will take place in my apartment.
I have a solution to that. You get the
Your neighbors must be thrilled.
You get the Howard Stern lookalike to do the audition phase.
Did you read the article about how you're not worth the money?
I read 2 opposing articles. One said I am worth the money, and then one said I wasn't.
One said, and it said it's going to cost them $25 million, $15 million to pay you, and $10 million to move the show to New York. And haven't they seen that nobody really likes you? That you're on satellite radio?
Who is that person?
I think Benji wrote that. Hammer, you're on the air.
Howard, it's plain and simple. Stop being a pussy. Do the show. Your fan base loves you. We want you on the show. And after that, take Piers Morgan's show. After that.
What's he saying? I can't even understand him.
I think he's saying take every show. Take Last Comic Standing, not Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, then the Piers Morgan show.
Take all of Pierce's work away from him.
Howard, we love you. We want you on the show. Make it happen.
All right, Hammer, thank you. I have nothing to do with this. It was a rumor that circulated last week while I was off the air. If I had a deal with America's Got Talent, I would announce it to you. That's how I would do it. What would this big secret be? Vince, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Listen, I saw you on E.T., doing the piece, and you talked about it. And I'm going to tell you, you really do look good.
What piece on E.T.?
Huh?
I didn't talk to E.T.
Or one of those shows.
I didn't talk to any of them.
Well, they had you on a mic and ask you about it, and I can't remember what you said, but I just want to say that you look really good, and you should be proud of the way you look, because there are guys that are half your age that are so way out of shape, and they just don't take care of themselves. They're not anywhere near as good.
What is it, JD?
These entertainment shows, they used file footage of when you were asked about American Idol.
Yeah, whenever there's a judge opening, they ask me.
And they also go back to that footage.
It must have been that one day I looked good. Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome.
Anyway, a lot of controversy there.
Ronnie, you spend more time with Howard than any of us around here.
Yeah, maybe.
And I know sometimes he'll either vent to you or, just have personal conversations with you.
Okay. And that's why they're called personal conversations.
Well, did you know that the speculations about him joining America's Got Talent were on the horizon?
No. I didn't find out until I was in L.A. this past weekend.
When you're riding with him in the limo, do you ask him about it? Do you try to get inside his head a little bit?
Absolutely not. Nope. That's why we're together for 26 years this week, dude.
And that 26 years...
I mind my business, unless I'm spoken to.
Professionalism has been the theme of your relationship with Howard. And friendship, but...
Yeah, you got to know where to draw the line between friendship and business. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely know what you're saying. As a guy who has gone outside of his career endeavors, like you've gone outside of the, I'd say your wheelhouse. I mean, you're all over the place now. You're doing appearances. You've got possible TV deals in the books.
Right.
coming down the pike, do you think Howard should step outside of his comfort zone again and try a spin as a judge?
Well, that's up to him, man. He's the only one that can make that decision. Not me, not anybody else, not even his wife. It's only him. It's his decision.
Let's say
nobody can influence him either.
Let's say he had hired you as a special advisor, career advisor. What would you advise him to do?
I would advise him to think about it very carefully and see where he's at this point in his career, that if he wants to do something like that, or he'd just rather relax now, kind of, and do his 3-day week here and, enjoy the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
So your concerns would revolve around the fact that maybe you don't want him biting off more than he can chew, or wants to chew, rather.
No,
if he wants to relax, why take on another, demanding task?
It might be something he might like to do. I don't know. That's something that only he can decide. Anybody could tell him whatever they feel like telling him. His agent, his wife, his kids, they can give him all the advice they want, but there's only one person who can make that decision. That's Howard Stern.
Man, I'm getting nothing out of you. You play your cards very close to your pinstripes.
All right. That's my deal, man.
And that's why you've been here 26 years.
That's my deal.
How much truth do you believe there is to the rumor?
I believe that there are negotiations going on. I don't think any deal has been reached or anything like that, but I do think they're talking to Howard's camp about the show.
As a television guru expert,
you're too kind.
What kind of impact would Howard have on this show's ratings and validity,
Well, right now, America's Got Talent is the most popular show during the summer. That's when it airs. There's not a lot of other things out there, but it's got a good following and a good base. I think Howard would definitely turn the show on its ear, and the ratings would go up. It'd be must-see television, at least in the beginning when he first gets on there. But here's the thing I wonder. When Howard gets out there, and if he's sort of the nice guy and treats it seriously and tries to evaluate talent, I think a lot of people who don't know Howard, other than, he's that vulgar guy on the radio, will be like, oh my God, what a nice guy. He could have that sort of thing that happened to Ozzy when he did the Osbournes. Everyone's like, wow, what a nice, lovable little rock star, versus the guy biting the head off of bats. And if that happens, then that's going to change or add to Howard's audience, and that would be very interesting for, both around here and for the show. So it's a no-brainer if America's Got Talent can afford Howard, and if Howard wants to do it, then it's going to be an interesting match.
So you're saying if he does accept this offer, it could endear him to some different demographics that he's not used to reaching.
Absolutely. A lot of people wonder, who's watching Jay Leno and that audience who just knows Howard by name and thinks, oh my God, I don't want to hear a word. When they actually hear him on the show do his thing, he's going to get a whole bunch of new fans that have never really taken the time to listen to him before. And I think that's great from a career exposure perspective. But can he coexist with everyone there? If it's not the Howard Stern show, he's just one of many. I'm not sure how that'll go over, and I think I'd be very curious to watch and see how it turns out.
And in turn, I think you pointed to the fact this could cause him to inherit some backlash from his hardcore fans.
Yeah, I wonder about the fans who, want a certain type of Howard who's always been there. When he's on America's Got Talent, it would be a different guy. And if you're a real fan, there are many sides to Howard. But if the public persona is, wow, what a sweet guy, then I think it's going to definitely light up a little bit of the fan base.
Howard's never really let me into his world when it comes to business. Business is business. The radio show's a radio show. So he doesn't really bring me into that.
If you were to advise him, if he said, Gary, what do you think I should do? What would your words of wisdom include?
It's weird because I know he really likes the show a lot. And like Robin said, he's already watching it every week anyway. And I know he does enjoy that. He's always said, I want to be a game show host or I want to be a judge because I'm that good. So on the one hand, it's validation. On the other hand, there's a lot of people that think that Howard's above that show, that show's, a crappy little show compared to what his talent brings. So I would say do whatever makes you happy.
Howard's moved into a place in both his life and his career where he enjoys things outside of radio. He used to have this crazy obsession with the show. Now it seems like he's equally as dedicated, but he does less. He does less days per week.
Right.
And he enjoys other things in life. He can relax. He can sit in his apartment. He can play chess and read. Would this be biting off more than he really wants to chew right now?
I wonder that. I wonder if, he seems to be in a place where he likes being at his house out east. He likes hanging out with Beth. He likes having the time off. He worked his whole life to get to a point where he could negotiate this time off. And now he's got it, and he's going to go work again. But if it, may be something that he just enjoys. By the way, it may all be bullshit, by the way.
What's your opinion?
It's so hard to tell. It's just so hard to tell with him. It could, there's a part of me that says maybe his name did come up and all this press is going on, and if it did, and say his name came up, and say Howard's not interested, but all this press is being generated, why would he come in here today and say, I'm absolutely not doing that, when there could be a whole week of people speculating about him? He loves that. So why would he squash that? Just like it was with American Idol.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Been 10 years.
Long time.
I got ranked one of the best interviewees of the 90s, and then I had to take a decade off. So it's time to reconnect. And I want to move to the top of the list.
Right this way, sir.
This way. Forget where we are. Where's Robin? Robin used to greet me out of the hall.
She's in the studio.
I know, but she used to come out into the hall.
Right in the studio.
There's some fun.
So, Mr. Michaels, you've been a part of some legendary prank calls that the show has thrust upon the media.
I have.
But yet, you come back for more. You love this show.
Number one in all media, as far as I'm concerned. Number one. Has been forever. Fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you here. I know you were probably up late last night.
I was up late. In fact, I just left the parking lot, so only Howard could get me to leave the Meadowlands parking lot and come straight to the studio. But I'm ready for action.
All right, a little coffee, a little Howard, get you going.
A little coffee and a little Howard. It's perfect.
Great to see you again.
Good to be with you again. Looking forward to it. I'm going to become a regular again.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
I think we need Howard to come out to the West Coast once in a while.
I agree. Let's get him
it's like, Howard just needs to get out there, to get out in the hinterlands, to see what the rest of America is like, to spread his joy, to spread his knowledge of all things worldly. And I think that's a pretty good idea. And you guys wouldn't mind that either, right?
I would love a trip out there.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good.
We're becoming East Coast recluses over here. So.
Of course you can. Yeah, that way, and the time you walk out of every restaurant in Los Angeles and TMZ is there. It's not like New York, where nobody's here. Nobody pays attention to anything you do. Come out where it's happening, Hollywood.
All right, I hope you convince him today.
I'm trying to. Believe me, give me about 2-3 hours and away we go.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
You bet.
Hey now, everybody. Al Michaels stopped by to see us. We haven't seen him in like 100 years. When's the last time we saw Al Michaels, the famous sportscaster?
I think it was... I guess we've seen him since the OJ thing.
Yeah.
Hey there!
Oh, now you show up. Where the hell have you been? Wait, we can't hear you. Hold on. No one can hear you. You're a broadcaster. You should know that.
Gotta have a mic.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. You guys.
I thought you abandoned us.
I did. I was ranked one of the top interviewees of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, what do you do for an encore? So I needed a decade off.
Did you feel...
Now I'm back. I'm back.
Did you honestly feel, and I know this feeling, sometimes when you come on a show and you're such a terrific guest and you really, you were great and all that, do you start to feel like, hey, you know what? I should stop now because what if I go on and I'm a shitty guest?
If I lived in New York, I'd probably be here like every week.
Right.
But I'm out on the West Coast. And by the way, you should start doing like 5-6 weeks a year on the West Coast. We need you out there. That's where it's happening right now. You love coming out there. I heard you talking about Brad
I do
Gray's
love it.
wedding. You have a lot of friends out there right now. You've gotten to know a great friend of mine, Don Rickles.
Yes.
Now, my wife and I have a lot of dinners with the Rickles, and about 4 or 5 years ago, he's telling me he had never met you.
Right.
And he was sure that you hated him.
Oh, my
And
God.
I said, Don, are you out of your mind? Howard would love you.
I worship Don Rickles.
I know you do.
And in fact, when I had him on the show, I think he was like convinced that it was going to be a disaster because I wouldn't be respectful and
Exactly.
Don Rickles is like God to me. I watched this guy on TV my entire childhood growing up. He was everything I emulate when I go on a talk show.
Howard, the man, how many guys have had a 60-year career?
Beside me, no one.
Right.
That's right.
He was worried about you. He was worried about Dennis Miller, who I know very well because I worked Monday Night Football with him.
Why would he worry about Dennis Miller?
He thought Dennis had the kind of humor that would not that Dennis wouldn't appreciate Don for what he is. He's not, has his shtick. And the other guy,
isn't it funny how Don Rickles doesn't understand how admired he is?
It's incredible.
Position, yeah.
Is that the curse of comedians? They just don't realize how loved they are.
Well, but he's a very secure man. But you're not sure if you don't know somebody. The other guy was Jimmy Kimmel. So he's telling me about 3 guys I know, you, and I know Jimmy, and of course I work with Dennis, and I'm saying, Don, you're out of your mind. Now he's been with all of you guys. I said, those guys more than any others would appreciate what you've done.
If someone would have told me when I was a kid that one day I'd interview Don Rickles or go to a party at Jimmy's house with Don Rickles and sit there and talk to him, I would have died and gone to heaven. That's how important he was to me. And yet he had this whole impression of me. And I've told him a million times how much I appreciate him. I think he finally now believes it.
You think he
No
gets
question.
it?
Oh, no, he does. No, we have dinner with him about every 2
So
months.
he's talked to you about having met Howard.
It's all he talks about now.
When you have dinner with Don Rickles, though, do you you seem pretty secure about your whole life, but do you ever say to yourself, gee, why does this guy want to have dinner with me? And do you get insecure that way?
I met Don Rickles a number of years ago at a party, and he's a gigantic sports fan.
Right.
So I think it's a case of mistaken identity. He comes across the room and he goes, "Oh my God, I always wanted to meet you." And I'm going, he doesn't know who this is. He thinks it's somebody else. So Don says to me, he said, "Hey, the next time you're out in Los Angeles, could we have dinner?" I said, "Don, I live here." I said, "I'd like to have dinner with you like every other night." I said, "Where do you live?" He goes, "I live in Spain. I just came in for the party." And away we went.
Right. And you become good friends. Do you go to his home?
We've been to his home. He has a home in Malibu and one in the city. But mainly we go to Mr. Chow's.
Right. And you hang out.
It's fantastic. It's just, and he's adored by everybody. And what you see with Don Rickles, I mean, Don Rickles is 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
went to his 80th birthday party 5 years ago. And you'll see like a bunch of people, young people from Silicon Valley will come down for a seminar or a conference, and they're all gathered there, and he's sure nobody knows him, and he walks out of the restaurant, and they're screaming. And then he'll stop by the table, and he'll do the Don Rickles thing, universally loved.
At Brad Gray's wedding, he got up and started roasting them. He called Brad a midget, and I mean, it was wild.
Right.
It was great. All of a sudden, he's into it.
No, there's nobody like him.
No sharper mind than that, right?
I told him, I said, how great is it to go through life and you've never been one-upped? I said, when did anybody ever one-up you?
Right.
And he couldn't think of it. I mean, he's going to have the last word on you no matter what you say.
Super brain, man. What an intelligent guy.
And you wouldn't think a guy who, did what he did to Sinatra would have any insecurities at all. Remember, he had this girlfriend he wanted to impress her. He told Sinatra to come over
Talk
to
about
the table.
talk about some of the big sports stories for a second. Then I want to ask where the hell you've been. The first Paterno,
Day.
Right?
Which is a bigger story, right? Now in the history of sports, is it Tiger Woods or Joe Paterno and Penn State?
Well, you've got the two of them. I never thought I'd seen a meltdown like the Tiger Woods meltdown on an individual level. Yeah.
Can Tiger Woods come back?
Can he come back? He'll come back. He played pretty well over the weekend in Australia.
Right.
But, the question became a few years ago, would he ever win enough majors to surpass Jack Nicklaus? I would doubt. In my mind, if he wins one more major, I'll be surprised. I think he'll play well. I play.
What happened?
I play a lot of golf.
Right.
And the one thing about golf,
mental.
unbelievably mental. I don't want to say 90% or whatever, but if your brain is not there, and I mean, if you're a guy like Tiger Woods and you're walking around a golf course and you are the king, not the king of all media, but
the king of the golf course.
But the king of the golf course.
Right.
And there's a certain feeling, and he was very comfortable with that feeling. He'd walk around, and now all of a sudden, this is a guy who has to walk out on a course for 4 hours, and behind his back, people are going, hey, I wonder who he's looking for, and that sort of thing. So that has to play on your mind.
His old man, his father, was maybe the only guy in the world who could probably smack him out of this and say, listen, you go out there and you win. But the father's gone. I mean, he's like rudderless. Is that correct?
At this point, I don't know. He's a guy, he's built a wall around himself. Knew him a little bit. I did a couple of his events. We had made-for-TV events when I was at ABC that we did with Tiger. But he's built that wall around him. Look, he did something. He got away with it for a long time. And then when that roof caved in, I mean,
did you have
bang.
were you aware of that at all?
No. Robin, you look great, by the way. You look so great. Howard, you look great, too.
I look terrific.
You look.
You're right.
I listened to the whole Chris Martin interview the other day.
Yeah,
he's right. You look the best I've ever seen you.
Let me
far.
tell you something.
And Robin, I've always loved you. And
Well,
you know
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And you look
But
marvelous. We
I
all
don't
look
know how
great.
you could be covering Tiger
Right.
Woods and now not an inkling of what he was
Because
up
he's
to.
not privy to that.
Yeah,
he
Robin,
goes to some charity events.
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
not
guy.
going to a club with him at 2:30 in the morning. Look, I just got out of the parking lot at the Meadowlands after the Jets game last night and came straight over here.
And plus,
That's
Al's,
my life.
Al's like a real married
He's
guy.
not
I
hanging
am.
out.
You don't get any side pussy whatsoever,
No,
right, Al?
not at all.
Not anymore.
I just want to hear you say side pussy.
I get none of that. I get no side anything these days.
Right.
Not even side meat.
And in a way, that is the one sadness in your life, that you never really acted out sexually with a lot of these women. And you could have women. You make a
Traveling
lot
on
of
the
money.
road.
Handsome guy.
My wife's the best of all time.
Well,
we
that.
talked about that. I met her in the 10th grade.
Right. 10th grade.
In the 10th grade.
And did you? I forget. Did you? You've never had another woman beside your wife?
That's it.
Are you serious?
That's it.
Why is there a smirk on your face? As you
I'm not
say that?
smirking.
You're thinking about the other women you fucked, aren't you?
No, but I'm just,
You're telling me you met your wife in the 10th grade.
10th grade.
Had you had
went-
girls before that?
No.
And, well, Robin, before we got married, yeah, you know.
Oh, you did have women before you got married.
Yeah.
You met your wife in the 10th grade.
Correct.
You guys had innocent love.
We were friends, and then all of a sudden we had a big kiss when we were about 19.
Oh, okay.
And whoa, and that changed the whole dynamic. We went from being friends to whoa, what happened? You know what happened? It happened in,
so
one
you haven't had
moment.
a different woman since you're 19.
That's it.
And now you're a man, and you're, I don't know how old you are now. Do you give
I'm
your
24.
age? Okay.
I was just had a birthday. Howard, at this point, you just stop doing this. You know, you're decades.
You don't give your age.
Not really.
Is that because you want to seem like a young sportscaster?
I want to sign a new deal, you know.
Right.
I don't want people to look, and it's in the freaking paper every time I have a birthday, which was like last weekend.
See, you're being straight with me. If I hooked you up to a lie detector right now, which I'm prepared to do,
right,
you would pass the test that since you're 19 years old, you've had no other women.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you gave me the sodium pentothal,
Right.
the whole thing,
wow,
I should be able to pass it, I think. But you know what? But those things...
That isn't a tragedy in your life?
No!
What's the closest you ever came to cheating? Was there a woman that tempted you? You've probably met some great women in the broadcasting industry.
When Robin greeted me the first time I walked in.
No, stop it.
I'm serious, Robin. You are the best. You are just the greatest.
Really? You've never been tempted? Like you didn't work along Diane Sawyer at some point?
I worked with Diane Sawyer.
I mean, you didn't say, there's a sexy woman.
Well, yeah,
there.
man, you're always looking and saying, wow, isn't that something? Yeah, I mean, I do have eyes.
It's remarkable.
I mean, I had LASIK, but I still can see pretty well.
Did you have LASIK?
I did. Well, you know, I'm not crazy about it.
When did you do it?
I did it 10 years ago.
I'm afraid to do it. I don't want to mess with my eyes.
You know, we're the guinea pig generation, and I had it because I had to wear contact. I wore hard contacts for a long time,
and they're horrible.
And then you know the dust would blow, and I was playing a lot of golf, and so I had the LASIK done. But you know now it's kind of like I don't know what it is. Now I'm back to wearing glasses again. Like,
why is LASIK not good for you? In other words, you had it done. You were nearsighted.
Yeah.
All right. They did the correction, but what happened? Then you had difficulty reading.
Well, yeah. They tell you that was fine, but then I could see at a distance. But then all of a sudden it began to diminish. And again, this was 10 years ago. So if we come back in 100 years, I'm sure they'll have the whole thing down to a science. But
did they recommend to you that you do it again?
Well, it's interesting because I've been to a couple of guys who say, yeah, let's tweak it, and others who say no. So at this point, it's like, I'll put the glasses on again. I mean, this is crazy stuff.
And the glasses you're uptight about because of you have vanity. You want to look handsome on TV.
Well, yeah, I just feel the glasses are a pain in the neck. I lose them. They fall, I keep them on my shirt right now. I'm liable they'll be gone by the time I'm on the street. By the way, you look much better in glasses, and you know.
Well, listen, let's say I was a judge on America's Got Talent. Now all of a sudden I'm on network television, which I shouldn't be.
No,
don't take it if they offer it.
Listen, I listened to the show earlier today.
Yeah.
That's not you, Howard. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Okay? Advise me.
But here's the deal. Here's what I think. If you want to branch out and do something else.
I'm not looking to do anything.
I know. You're already the king of all media.
Right,
so, I mean, why do you want to do this?
I
you
like staring at the wall.
I understand.
Right.
But what if you came to Sunday Night Football for a year?
Oh, my God. He doesn't even know football.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
the difference?
But
I don't know anything else either.
We had Dennis Miller on.
He didn't know anything?
For 2 years.
That was a disaster.
Dennis knew football, but I mean, Dennis brought a different dynamic. So I see Chris Collinsworth, me, and Howard, and then 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍 and Robin do the sideline.
See, but you're joking around now.
You know what? But Howard, when you think about it, this is what we did with Dennis in 2000. We felt that the show needed some sort of juice,
comedy,
a different feel.
Right.
So that's why we brought Dennis in. So I'm joking around partially, but then again, if you were to come to Sunday Night Football, do you realize, now you talk about
First
buzz.
of all, if I did Sunday Night Football, I would be serious about it. Number one, I would become I watched football the other day. I watched the Penn State game. I don't know why exactly I was sucked in, but I wanted to watch those morons who were standing there in the stands. They got, we miss you, 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿. Oh, 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿. I don't know how you feel about this. I'll tell you how I feel. And I would say this on your broadcast. This guy's a creep. I don't care. This is a jock mentality. They're no different than these priests who protect each other. These football guys with the jock mentality, this kid with the red hair, if I saw a guy fucking a 10-year-old, I'd walk in and punch his teeth out. I wouldn't even ask a question.
Would it ever occur to you to go home and talk to your father?
No, but he went home and talked to his father. This kid must be the biggest moron on the planet. But he's a big dumb jock. Then his father doesn't know what to do. The two idiots. And he tells him, go talk to 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿. And 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗍's a bigger moron. I don't care if he can coach football, you big dope. He goes to the university. Now, one of these guys did a thing. And I don't know who these students are running around worrying about 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿. 𝗫𝗄𝗍's senile. That's what I figured out. This guy's senile, and no one wants to admit it. They already had him coaching, from the stands. I could do that. He's senile. Where do you stand on this?
This is phenomenal.
This is what you want.
This is what you want.
Of course.
Come on, let's go right now. Let's go do that dumb broadcast.
And then we'd go to a commercial and we'd go home. I'd sign off. I'd do the credits. That was fantastic.
It's the truth. Is 𝗫𝗄𝗍𝗿 senile? Of course.
Well, beyond that,
right.
They have.
By the way, can we do all the games in New York? I don't want to leave here.
We have to do one in California.
I don't want to do that. But go ahead. Talk to me about Penn State.
All right. Well, here's the thing. What shocks me is, and everybody's on top of what the coach did and what he didn't do, et cetera, et cetera. They were investigating this thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
What happened?
What
Where
happened?
Did this fall through the cracks? What about the DA's office? What about the campus police? What the hell's going on there?
And by the way,
so many people knew about this. How the hell did this stay under wraps?
But let me ask you
those
something.
Many years?
Who's on the broadcast with you on your
Chris
football?
Collinsworth.
All right. If Chris Collinsworth is in the shower with a 10-year-old, you walk by and you see him. He's putting his penis in a 10-year-old boy's ass. What do you do? Seriously, what would you do?
That's when I'd be glad that my LASIK doesn't work.
You say, I must be seeing things.
I see. I don't know.
But I would go and I would take the guy, I would choke him out and pull him off the kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do that? That's where this whole thing falls apart for me.
Yeah. Well, look, we would do that because we are at a certain point in our lives. Maybe the young assistant coach is all of a sudden he's working for the iconic figure in Paterno.
Right.
Let's say he goes to somebody and somebody says, "Oh, you're full of it," and then the next thing you know, that guy gets fired because somebody says he's making stuff up. Now I'm with you on this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I would
like to think that I would step in.
You'd like to think you'd handle it yourself.
That's
Exactly
right.
Well, I mean, if you actually stepped in and stopped it,
yeah,
there'd be evidence right there.
Al Michaels would step in and stop it. I know. Lasik or no, I know the kind of man
in a
he is.
shower room that they don't belong
I read
in.
the greatest sentence in the New York Post.
What was that?
It was like buried deep in his story. I didn't know this guy Sandusky.
Right.
His view out his window is what? It's
a school.
A schoolyard.
Oh, God.
And a playground.
He lives across from a playground.
Right.
That's like beachfront for him.
You can't make this stuff up, can you?
No, you can't. That's like beachfront property.
Yeah.
That is so...
Could you show me a home that has a view of a playground? You know, anybody who can afford not to live with a view of the playground, is up to something weird because you don't do that. All right, talk to me. So what is the bigger story? Paterno and Penn State or Tiger Woods?
Well,
I think
of the moment, it's Paterno and Penn State.
In history, which one will we remember?
Well, I think that the Penn State thing could explode into something that involves not only just institutions, but corporations. I mean, this is, I don't want to say the tip of the iceberg. I don't know. But now that this is out, I mean, Howard, you and I know stuff like this.
Why do they cover up?
Goes on a lot of places.
Why don't they learn their lesson from Richard Nixon? No one studies history.
Well,
don't cover
or the
up.
Catholic Church. You're sitting there watching
it's
that.
human nature to think you can get away with something.
Right.
It's like Captain Jenks calling in on the OJ call, right?
Right.
He thought he could get away with it, but he had to get exposed.
Someone
by me.
exposed him. That's right. Lest anyone think that was OJ. It was not. All right. So OJ is actually maybe up there with one of the big stories in sports history, right? Of course. Bigger than Penn State, maybe even. He killed his wife.
A huge downfall.
Well, that remember, now we have a tendency, whatever happens in the moment, we say is the biggest thing in history.
Right.
So that's the murder of the century. Was it?
Right.
I guess. I mean,
Yes.
it was. Look, we're at a time, too. I mean, they didn't have the media exist in the, first part of the century. So we don't, if something happened in 1930, it's not like it's 1990 or 2011, where it's just wall-to-wall. It's blanket coverage. That's part of the difference.
Here's another guy. Comment on this maniac, Hank Williams Jr. This guy's got the greatest gig in the world. That dumb song, Let's Get Ready for the Football.
Are you ready? Right.
Right, whatever it is.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for what do I know?
Right.
Are you ready? I'm watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for some football.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is walk around, and that song makes some money, ka-ching.
Yeah.
But he's got to open his mouth. And what was the dopey statement he said?
He was the one who went on and said something about the president, wasn't
Right.
Right.
But you know what it is, too? It's kind of like, it's like me sitting here with you. I feel so comfortable. I've got my friends here. And I'll say almost anything right now. And I could end my career by the time I walk out, onto the street. It could be, because you make it's so, I'm just sitting here. I said, this is a wonderful, this is phenomenal.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm with my friends, and I can open up, and you don't realize on the other side of the microphone, you're going to end your career.
Well, in a way, look at this Brett Ratner. Now, look.
Right.
The guy, I was watching a news report, and they were talking about he did himself in. He went on the Howard Stern show, and he talked about sex with women. And so they took him off he had made this other comment about fags, but they let him go on that one. But when the guy who runs the Academy Awards said, when I heard him on Stern, that was it.
Well, he had already been told one more incident, and you're out of here.
That's right. So what did the guy really say? I'm listening back to it, and he says, gee, I have sex with a lot of women, and when I do, I make them go to a doctor and get them checked out first before I have sex with them. And this is the clip they played to show what a heathen he is. Now, I don't know, in some bizarre way, I might even think that's responsible worrying about disease and health issues, and that he has these women. This is a guy being honest. I don't think he should have been thrown off the Academy Awards. Do you?
Well, I think it was the gay slur that did it more than anything else. I mean, from what I read, Tom Sherrick, who runs that academy,
right?
And the thing is, look, in Hollywood, like in New York, all of a sudden you get pressure. Somebody calls, you get emails. I mean, it's such. I mean,
they caved in.
In the old days, I remember, announcers get mail, and somebody used to call up and go, "Wow, we've got a barrage of letters." What's a barrage? 1.
Right.
What's a deluge? 2.
Right.
So some idiot sends an email, and the next thing you know, everybody's scrambling around. Oh, this is a terrible story.
You're right.
Something has to be done. Guys write columns about it. The next thing you know, Ratner's out.
That used to be my story.
Right.
When I was at K-Rock and things, they would say, they were barraged with complaint calls. It would be 7 calls or something.
Right.
It was never a deluge.
And they were all from Karmazin, too. So I mean,
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, lately.
Can I mention that name on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do whatever you want. Listen, have fun.
Right.
That's right.
By the way, do you know they just cleared CBS and that whole Janet Jackson thing? They don't have to pay the $500,000 fine.
How is it their fault?
Right.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But it took this long.
It's insane, the FCC. Well, I'm with you on that stuff, remember?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Your career is something else, because this is the way it's been explained to me. At one point in your career, early on, I'm talking 100 years ago,
right?
You're starting out as a broadcaster. How did you get into broadcasting anyway?
Well, I loved it as a kid. I grew up in Brooklyn, went to Ebbets Field, said this is what I want to do, and away I went.
Were you an athlete?
Yeah, but who did you see broadcasting?
I played just through high school. Red Barber and Vince Scully, who's still doing the Dodgers right now.
So that was who inspired you.
They absolutely.
And you were very well thought out about your career. None of this happens by accident. That you were originally going to sign with NBC. And then you said to them, no, you got an offer from ESPN. Do I have this right?
Well, here's what happened. I was at ABC for 30 years.
And
then the last 20 of which I did Monday Night Football on ABC. And then Monday Night Football went over to cable, which tells you all you need to know about, why could cable afford something that network television can't? Because of the sub fees. So ESPN winds up spending a ton more than ABC could. So now it's going to be Monday Night Football, and I'm going to go over there, but there was a guy who was kind of arranging the template at Monday night, and he did something like fire John Madden, who was my partner, the most iconic analyst ever.
Great guy.
The producer, the director, I'm going, what the hell is going on over here? And I'm the one guy left. So we had a lame duck year in 2005, and I agreed to stay because I couldn't make a deal with NBC. And then after the 2005 season, I said, this is not going to work. I'm over here when I should be back. I should be at NBC with my guys.
Right.
Now, what should have happened is all of my guys should have stayed on Monday night.
Right.
But that's, that's internal
Why
politics and all that
so let me understand this. When ESPN got the rights to Monday Night Football
in 2006,
originally they hire you and they didn't hire Madden.
Correct.
Why would they do that? Why would they make a monumental mistake like that?
Why did they do that? They did that because a guy who was in charge of it decided he was going to go a whole different way. And, Madden was probably too old and the producer was not controllable.
You have something that works and you take it and you destroy it.
Howard, somebody always has to put their imprimatur on a show.
They put their stamp on the show because they are the program director. They want to make it theirs.
I'm the boss. I'm the big guy. All
it
that
is the
crap.
biggest, dumbest mistake anyone can make.
Aloha.
When you got something that works, you sit there with it and you milk it to the end.
Of course.
So you go over there. You think they're all coming with you. You sign your deal.
Right. No, I didn't think they were coming with me, but I couldn't make the deal at NBC.
Why couldn't you make the deal at
money,
NBC?
Basically, because they were offering.
I heard they offered you $3 million to go to NBC, and they were going to give you an additional $2 million to do basketball.
Wait a minute. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
I know what I'm talking because I know everything about show business. I'm the king of all media.
You are the king of all media.
When you were leaving
but
Monday
you're not the
night,
king of all accountants.
When you were leaving ABC,
yeah.
Al Michaels was leaving ABC. You were going to sign with ESPN. NBC offered you $3 million, and you turned it down.
No, those aren't the correct figures, but here's the deal. Remember, ABC and ESPN are under the same umbrella. It's Disney, so I'm moving internally. I'm staying under the Disney umbrella.
Right.
But all my guys are now going to NBC. So NBC is talking to me, but we can't make a deal at that point.
But you signed a long-term contract with ESPN. How did you get out of that contract and go to NBC? How did you break it?
We had one lame duck year, 05.
Right.
I was still working with Madden. Then as everybody's leaving, I went to the person I had to go to and say, hey, look, I think it's better for everybody if you let me out. I said, I know it's going to be awkward and blah, 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 but it's a better deal for me. I really would appreciate the fact I could go back and work with my people. I know what you want to do over here.
Why didn't they say to you, screw you, Al Michaels, we signed you?
They could have.
That's right. Why did they go along with that?
That's a very good question, Howard, because I think they felt that maybe it was the way to go. Because if they were going to get rid of all of the people I was working with, why were they keeping me at that point, too? And meanwhile, I got to tell you something. The guy that blew the show up, he didn't want me in the first place. He was told, you're going to keep Michaels.
Oh.
Amazing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Isn't it amazing? It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
So you were lucky you got out of ESPN and you were able to go to NBC. And didn't NBC have to give over a bunch of rights to things in order to get you?
Yes, they did. Ryder Cup rights and all that stuff. And then there was a cartoon character that became part of the deal. And
so you are valuable.
We threw that in at the end to, kind of throw the press off.
Does that make you feel like a man who died and went to heaven, that these companies would sit and give away rights to things just to get you to be part of a broadcast?
No, because I always felt, going back to when it all happened, we all should have stayed together on Monday night.
Right.
It's ridiculous. That was insane. And that, and that show they've had a lot of different moving parts through the years. Instead of taking us lock, stock, and barrel, it was like the number 3 show on television Monday night when we were at ABC.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing?
Well,
I mean, if somebody comes in here and says, hey, Robin, you're out. Baba Booey, you're going back to the Hartford. What are you going to do?
Listen, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
My head's going to explode. That's what I'm doing.
Of course it is.
That's right. It's enough with all of that. That's right. You're absolutely right. You got a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Isn't it true you have to pay for that?
Well,
blow the lid off this.
No, what happens is they when they want to give you a star, then they go to the company you work for. If they went to Sirius and said, hey, we want to put Howard Stern here.
Oh, they'd be thrilled.
It's kind of like, they'd be thrilled. It's almost like a charity where they say, hey, look, we need a contribution, blah, 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 blah. So it's not as if you can walk in and say, hey, look, I want to pay for my star.
So was there a ceremony when you got your star?
There was, yeah.
Did you like? Who came to your ceremony?
Just a lot of my friends, and I don't, I have a lot of friends in the business.
Right.
But, Alex Swallow, who's been in here before, a great friend of Chris Martin, by the way. You know Alex.
Right.
Of course.
He was there, and I had him talk.
Alex Swallow is a great friend of Chris Martin's?
Absolutely.
Who knew that?
Well, Alex,
Alex he hangs out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin?
Here's the deal. So, by the way, the Chris Martin interview was it was fantastic.
Thank you.
I was driving to Palm Desert, and I was in the garage for half an hour, and I couldn't get out of the car just to hear the end of it.
We got a lot of nice emails.
I used to play a lot of golf with Gwyneth's father, Bruce Paltrow, who was a very successful director.
Right.
And then Bruce contracted cancer.
Right.
And then died. He and Gwyneth were celebrating her birthday or his birthday in Italy, and he got sick. And so I knew Gwyneth through that, and I helped to introduce Bruce to Alex, who's a cancer survivor as well. And so it started at that point.
And now Alex is hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin.
Alex is not hanging out with Gwyneth, but Alex knows he's
beautiful girl, that Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's fantastic. And a great lady, and her mother, Blythe Danner. And they used to be neighbors.
Sexy Gwyneth Paltrow, yes?
Yeah, I mean...
what would you do with that?
He probably watched her grow up, Howard.
In a way.
That's too bad.
I did.
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
I watched the Kardashian kids grow up. I knew.
You did?
I knew Bob.
What age did her ass start to get that big?
Oh.
How old was she when it really started to develop?
I did my LASIK by that point, Howard.
You don't even know. So you've never, I assume you masturbate.
What?
What?
You never masturbated to Gwyneth Paltrow or Kim Kardashian, did you? Is your son here with you today?
Yes, he is.
I wonder if he knows if he ever caught you masturbating.
No, he never did.
Did he ever see you and your wife having sex?
I don't think so.
Who knows? Did you ever have a talk with your son about sex?
Yeah,
You did.
Well, every father.
How do you
has
know
to-
anything about sex? You've been with the same woman
That's
for
a-
100
well,
years.
Yeah, here's the deal. I mean, it's kind of a narrow-minded view, but
Whose penis is bigger, yours or your son's?
That's a great question.
Let me meet your son. Where is he? This is Steve Michaels?
Steve Michaels.
What does he do for a
He
living?
runs Asylum Entertainment. His company produced the Kennedy series that aired on Reel's network that was rejected after. Here he is.
This is your kid, huh?
He causes a bunch of controversy, doesn't he?
He is the
Look
number
at
one
you.
fan.
You produced, Steve, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You produced the Kennedy special.
I did.
The one that was controversial. They wouldn't air it.
Series, correct.
Right.
No kidding. So you work and everything. You don't just live off your father's millions, huh?
He's never given me anything. It's
Never
crazy.
gave you anything.
I want him.
What,
do
he
I
said-
get him?
And he taught you about sex?
I did see them once, which
Yeah.
was traumatizing.
Did you really?
Where?
You did
when
see-
was that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I just kind of
Oh,
walked
stop
in
it.
the door. You know,
Is
like
that right? Oh.
I ran for the hill.
You walked in on Al Michaels having sex?
Yeah, and I'm bigger.
And you are big.
How do you know? Come on.
What position was Al in with your mother?
Your mother's listening right now.
Oh, that's
We got to
true.
go back and
I
see
forgot
it.
about that. I
What
think
position
We're
was-
gonna go with
Are you
missionary,
serious?
I think.
Because I've
yeah,
talked to
I
people
kind of
about.
popped in. I'm like, I don't know what was going on.
It's like whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
Stop the
How
clock.
old were you?
About 15.
Oh, dear.
Wow!
Get out of town.
You had no idea.
I had no
You
idea.
guys didn't lock the door. I didn't think you had.
Oh, stop it. Well, where were you? I mean, were you
I
looking
just was
under
walking
the...
in. I don't know. I just kind of walked in. And
You devil!
I shut the door.
Did you think your mother was being attacked? Did you?
He was 15 years old. He
pain, the
knew
poor
what his
woman.
dad was up to.
It's embarrassing, right?
It was embarrassing.
Is that something
Oh,
that
no.
traumatizes you in a sense? I mean, really gets you crazy? I mean, to think of, because you don't want to think of your parents as sexual
No, it's
beings.
disgusting. I still can't.
Oh, come on.
You had no idea.
I mean,
Zero.
what was dinner like later that evening?
Were you were you able to see anything?
No. I kind of saw.
So you don't know what position they were in.
I think it was missionary. It was
Missionary.
close. The
That-
covers were- the
leave it
covers
out,
were on,
Mike.
but there was some movement. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know. How did I get here?
I knew Al was a missionary guy.
No, I have to warm up. You know, it's a starter set.
Do you remember your father teaching you about sex?
Do you remember the talk?
No, actually, I don't think we did. Maybe,
Right.
maybe now's a good time.
Who's going to talk to who?
Do you believe your father has been faithful all these years? I mean, it's
100%.
unbelievable.
Straight as an
100%.
arrow.
You think he's straight as an
He
arrow?
knows.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah, he
right?
knows. Yeah.
That's an inspiration. You are not married?
I am married.
Oh, you
Two
are
kids.
married.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. My
That's nice. You
my
guys seem-
granddaughter's in New York on this trip with him, and we have a grandson.
Right. But you, unlike your father, you cheat, right?
Oh, my God.
You're not going down that road. Well, good for you, huh?
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yeah.
What, do you got a sister also?
I do.
He does.
What does she do
She's
for a living?
gorgeous. She used to be. She was a publicist at CBS for a while, and then she left there to become a mommy.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nice
I told
kids.
her about this.
Yeah.
You actually like your dad.
I do.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
That's
why not? What's not to
wonderful.
like? I mean,
Yeah.
you listen, you play your cards right, you'll inherit the mother load.
That's the idea, right?
If my father was an earner like Al Michaels, I
You'd
would
be good to him.
I'd kiss his balls.
Ben.
I'm not going to kiss his ball.
Now, has your sister seen your parents having sex?
Oh,
No.
dear.
I mean, what's with these two? Can't they close the door? It's almost like they want
Put
it.
a lock on that door. Come
Pretty
on.
wild.
It's like King and the Americans.
It's-
Let's
yeah.
close the door and throw away the key, right?
Do you ever lock the door when you're making love to your beautiful wife?
These days?
Yeah.
No, it's nobody's home anymore. That's it. It's just us.
Free
He's
love.
hoping somebody comes back and walks in.
Did you enjoy your father's notoriety and his fame when you were growing up? Was this something you were proud of?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, though. Although, you kind of have to become a ticket broker. Everybody wants the
Right.
tickets.
I was going to
Did
say,
you
you
ever
got
say
to
to
go
yourself-
to a lot of great games.
Did you ever say to yourself, I'm going to become a sportscaster like my
No.
father? Never.
No, behind
Smart
the
man.
camera. Yeah.
See, that's why I like you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't compete with that. You got to go find your own thing.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell these kids.
This kid is tremendous. Let me tell you something about it. I just want to tell you one thing. He did a bunch of stuff, 30 for 30 on ESPN, where they went out and they hired different directors. He hired Peter Berg, who
Yes.
does Friday Night Lights. Peter Berg called me after we worked with Steve and said, your son is the only honest guy in Hollywood.
Wow.
Now, is that the greatest compliment a father can get?
I can't believe I finally met an honest guy in Hollywood.
Yes.
How do you know your penis is bigger than your father's? Have you seen your father in the shower?
No.
You guys ever golf?
Yeah, maybe, well, not in a while. I mean, it's been probably since high school.
Yeah.
But again, that's traumatizing too. So
Right. And you are bigger than your dad, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right. Wow. I'm not bigger than my dad. My dad's got me by 3 or 4 inches.
Even at this point? Come on.
Yeah. I'm telling you, even shriveled up, my dad's way bigger than me.
Get your mom on the phone. I want to hear about this.
By the way, you two have the same voice, don't you? It's a very. You could probably take work away from your father, couldn't you?
Or Billy West. Yeah.
That's right.
Or Billy West, right? Billy West could do it too.
The only thing that Al Michaels wants to tell us and remind us about is that on Sunday Night Football, he is there. Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. You just did the big Jets game with the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Jets
by 21 last night.
But you never announce who you're a fan of. Do you actually have a team you're a fan of, or is that ridiculous?
I don't, because you know what it is? When you're announcing a game, all you're rooting for drama. I just want a great game.
Right. You don't bet on the games?
No. You know what? As much as I know, and I tell my friends who pay $500 a week to go get some idiot named Denny the dog or somebody to tell them who they think is going to win. What are you doing? It's like listening to stock analysts, too. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, Howard.
You have seen so many games and witnessed so many things on the field. Do you think, if you were given a team to coach, do you think you could do it?
Coach a team?
Yeah, coach a team. Actually bring a team along into the playoffs and eventually win the Super Bowl. Do you think you could actually run a team?
No.
You couldn't.
No, because you need CEO skills. I don't have those.
You don't have it.
Well, you and I are the same. I mean, our business is we're in the talent. We're in the creative end.
Yes.
See, to me, there's a huge difference between being creative and knowing business. And a great coach has a great business sense, and could be most of these guys could be very good CEOs.
Right.
You and I, forget about that.
You know
Robin
what you
could be a
should
CEO.
do, but you don't know what those other guys should do.
Right. Yeah. And nor do I want to, have to go there 16 hours a day and and watch and be responsible for all of these people.
When you watch these games, do you ever say to yourself, "I can't believe how dumb this coach is"? Like, do you really see idiots?
Well, what you see decisions that would be classified as dumb, but then
What is the big decision?
Well, yesterday wasn't in that Atlanta game. Was that a dumb decision?
As it turns out, yeah. That's the great thing about sports. The guy made a call. The coach of Atlanta went for it on 4th down in overtime. Didn't work. But that's one of those things. Oh, what an idiot he is a day later. But if it works, what
He's
a genius!
a hero, yeah.
What guts this guy has, and all that.
So you don't feel the guy is an idiot?
No, I know him, and I mean he made a call. He made a call that he thought was right, and it turned out to be wrong.
Right.
These guys are making 1 million decisions a week.
What's going on with the NBA?
They ain't playing at the moment.
Who do you side with? I always side with the players because I think talent gets screwed.
What is the deal? 50-50 is not good enough? What's going on
Yeah,
there?
it reaches the point, at the end of the day, it's like who has, speaking of the bigger, right? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Who wants, I mean, they're close enough, and football was close enough, and then people are going, well, what is this all about at the end? And I think you lose sight of the bigger picture.
I haven't asked Stephen a question in a while. When you witnessed their sex, your parents having sex, how long did it go on for? I mean, can this guy hold out in the sun?
Stay there.
Well, who knows? He knows.
I only saw about a second of it, but it lasted a lifetime in my case.
It's still going on.
Was your mother making noise?
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing, right? She was quiet. She was quiet as could be.
𝗏, yeah. You have any clips of that?
Was she quiet or was she noisy like Little Lupe?
I think I'm going to go a little quiet.
A little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Al. That's not.
She was gagged.
Well, that's quite a story. It's unbelievable. Well, listen, Al Michaels, I love you. I don't know why. I don't know why it's been so long.
So long.
between visits.
I just haven't. I don't get to New York that much.
All right, listen, you're a busy man. If you're not around, Steve, you come in. Somebody should be here representing the
Michael's
family.
family. We need to be here on a regular basis.
Watch Al Michaels on Sunday Night Football. Sunday nights, 8:20 on NBC. Al says if the rumors are true that I'm on America's Got Talent, he says the show's not big enough for me.
Wrong move.
Right. Not wrong move, Steve.
Howard, don't do that. I'm telling you right now.
Steve, Steve, what do you think? America's Got Talent? Yes or no? Should I do it or not?
No, I think that'd be jumping the shark a little bit.
Jumping the shark. Don't do it. Don't be on the show.
No.
It would be a bad career move.
Keep doing what you're doing.
What
Interesting.
Do you need it for? What do you? I mean, really? Why?
Because I need to find talent. Listen, first of all, these rumors, every time a judge disappears from a show, they mention my name right away.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
now,
yeah.
I, first of all, if in fact America's Got Talent really wanted me for the right deal, I would be terrific as a judge.
You'd be fantastic.
Now, why would I be terrific? Because I really am serious about finding talent. I could offer something. I don't clown around. You hire me to do a job, I do the job. I'll find you some talent. I'm not going to find you some guy who's a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
The reason I think he should do it is because he's watching the show anyway.
I might as well
work.
I might as well get paid.
You can watch the show on your couch in your underwear, but I mean, to actually work on the show, you got to go there, get dressed, do the whole thing, blah, 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 do the interviews.
How hard could it be? I mean, you sit there and
what
you
do you need it for? You getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning? I heard you the other day. You're tired of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so now what are you going to do?
If I'm a judge, would you audition as a singer? Can you sing it?
Of course I would.
You would.
Of course I would. Let's lock the door and throw away the key. Ba-ba boom boom.
Yeah. Well, you should have done that for your son. Busy with that wife of yours. Good for you. You're very macho. What is it? Okay, Ralph. Real quick, Ralph wants to talk to you. Go ahead,
Ralph.
That's right. Go ahead.
Hey, you and Collingsworth are great Monday Night Football, but
Sunday
Night Football.
Sunday night.
Yeah, but I do miss you guys on Monday. It was like, it was so classic, and ESPN commentators just blow. It's not the same. It's just awful. But what I'm wondering, how come you're not? Is it an NFL rule that you can't say who you pick? I mean, I know what you're saying, like you don't want to put it out there, but like when Collingsworth does Inside the NFL, he won't say who he's picking on Sunday night.
In other words, you don't make a prediction on games.
No,
Is that what
I mean,
Ralph's
to
saying?
me, it's worth it. You know what? Some shows do. Collinsworth feels, and Phil Simms is on that show too, and he doesn't pick the game that he does.
What's the point anyway? You're going to watch the game,
right?
and you'll see who wins.
Watch the game. Well, but and then some fans think, "Oh, he's against our team." It depends. The smaller the city, the crazier they get with the announcers. And we are, we're the messengers, so we're the ones that get slain. Their team stinks, we stink.
Ralph, is Al Michaels the best announcer?
Al Michaels is excellent. I don't know anybody better.
Wow,
You're
from
my man.
Ralph. From Ralph.
From Ralph.
From a guy who knows nothing about sports.
Well, there you go.
All right, another quick question, because Al's on a very busy schedule with his son. Go ahead, Jim.
Not really, but...
I know. I'm just trying to make it sound like you had something going on. All right, Jim, go ahead.
Hey, Al, do you consider Boomer Esiason the biggest jerk you worked with on air?
Your son is nodding yes.
Oh.
Steve, why? He is. He's saying you consider Boomer Esiason a jerk. Is it right, Steve? True.
Is Boomer a jerk?
Not to get you in trouble.
No. I had him for a couple of years early in his career, and I did the best I could to help him.
Why will your son say? Your son obviously knows that you think he's a
Boomer went out, blasting me, and still does from time to time.
Yeah, he does.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They do a show in New York, and I heard them one morning talking about that he just doesn't get along with Al Michaels, and to the point where he's not even going to talk about it anymore.
How do you not get along with Al Michaels? I don't understand. What's the rub between you two? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So hey,
you like him,
Howard? I've worked with 100 different animals.
Are you going to say "fuck Boomer" right now?
No,
Go ahead. Steve,
not even.
Do you ever hear him curse? Do you ever hear him say anything?
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Sure.
Oh, at home he's a monster.
Absolutely.
Right. How often did he beat you?
Only a few times with a belt.
Get out of town.
Did he use a belt on you? Did you ever pull your pants down and use a belt?
No.
Never.
No belt.
But you've heard your father say words about Boomer. Right?
A few times.
Do you get angry when someone criticizes your father? I mean, he is your dad.
I think it's only been Boomer.
Right.
Yeah.
Does he ever badmouth the GIF?
No.
Never.
No,
Okay.
not
All right. That's nice. Jim, quickly, a quick question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Al, did you see Gary's shitty ass first pitch?
At Shea Stadium that time?
Yeah. Did you see
on YouTube?
You saw Gary's pitch.
Absolutely.
What? Here it is again. We've seen it many times. Here's Gary. A guy. He should have been able to do it, right? I mean, it's one of the worst first pitches ever, right?
Gary was probably very nervous. I'm not sure Gary warmed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe he was trying to deck the guy. I don't know. You're right-handed. You throw inside or a right-handed batter, I guess.
Do you ever throw a ball? I mean, it's not that hard.
Do I
right?
throw a ball?
Yeah. Do you know how to do it?
I have. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a man throw a ball? And he's coaching children
like
on
that. That's an errant toss. That's the way I would look at it.
That's right. Steve at home was out secretly laughing at that a lot, and he just doesn't want to say anything.
A little bit.
What was more traumatic, seeing Gary's pitch or your parents make love, Steve?
That's kind of a time.
Well, anyway, listen, the great Al Michaels and his son Steve. And what are you working on now, Steve? You got any projects coming up that I need to know about?
We're still recovering from the Kennedys, but yeah, we've got a number of...
that was you took a beating on that one, right?
We did. No, actually, we didn't. It was great. The History Channel was tremendous. And
right.
Yeah.
They were originally going to run it on network television. And
the
they
History
took
Channel people, they were heroes in this thing, by the way. Yeah. 100%.
Who were the people that got the Kennedy story off the air? Let's be honest. Who was it?
I'll go with Caroline and Maria, off the record.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Perfect place to be off the record.
They were friends in high places that didn't.
You're saying that whatever the take was that you had on the Kennedys, Caroline Kennedy and Maria Shriver somehow got together and put pressure on who to take it off the air?
That's my guess. Listen, we weren't involved in all those decisions, but it certainly seemed that way. I mean, that's how the story was told out there.
What network ran? Was it
the Reels Network, who also been tremendous?
Right,
Stan Hubbard.
Stanley Hubbard, right?
It was originally going to air on ABC. Am I correct?
History Channel.
History Channel,
right? Which is run by ABC Cable,
right? And so someone picked up the phone and got that thing off.
Hello,
they did.
Were you ready to hang yourself after doing all that work?
It wasn't great, but then we found our savior in Reels Channel. They finally put it on the air for us.
All right, and as soon as I learn where the Reels Channel is, I'll watch it.
It's with a Z.
Who is the worst person?
Somewhere.
Who is the worst person in the Michaels family? Caroline Kennedy or Boomer Esiason? Al, you first.
Me?
Yes. Who do you dislike most?
I love everybody. At this point, Howard, come on. At this point
Steve,
in
who's
my
worse,
life,
Boomer or
great.
Caroline?
They've both been a lot of fun.
All right. No, that's sad. You see, there's a lot that goes on we don't know about.
Yeah, but hey, look, it's at a certain point in your life, it's just.
I always care.
You do care.
That's right.
You're too on top of this stuff.
I always hold.
I love the way you cut. Howard cuts right to the nub of it.
Oh yeah.
He knows exactly what's happening on
Gets
the
right
inside
in
of
there.
everything.
Like a surgeon.
What else?
But
do I have
Robin,
to
you
do?
are the Robin. I just love. I cannot tell you how much I love Robin.
Well, who doesn't love Robin? She's America's sweetheart.
She's America's
I don't
sweetheart.
think Boomer Esiason.
Watch out,
Robin,
Michaels.
You're going to live to be 190 because you love to laugh, and I mean your laugh makes me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
You're just the greatest.
Watch Al Michaels on Sunday Night Football, Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. And Steve is trying to figure out what to do after the devastating loss of his Kennedy special that went on something called the Reels Network, who were real heroes.
Was this better than talking about Lyme disease for 20 minutes?
Yes, I loved it. I love seeing you. All right, we'll be back right after these words. The great Al Michaels and his son Steve.
It's been way too long. Oh my God.
Do you have I was going to bring it up, but do you have does Peter King have a beef with you as well?
No, that was years ago.
Howard,
that was great, man.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh my God. I left your mic. Thank you. I apologize. No.
Did he say something when the mic was open?
Yes, he did.
Good to see
best.
you.
The great.
I'm so glad you came back. We missed you.
Yeah.
Steve, you made your debut in historic fashion.
A lot of fun.
Do you regret breaking that story?
It's not going to go great for me, probably. Yeah. But, Howard can get anything out of you, right?
Right.
You know what?
Exactly.
People knew that, though. People knew that.
That's true.
This wasn't an exclusive?
Well, it had already been written.
No,
so.
it's been written.
In the trades. The trades got it. The trades got it right.
Well, no, I just confirmed it.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Michaels.
They got it right.
Now, when I think about primetime football,
Yep.
your name is the first that comes to mind.
Right.
What makes Howard equally as legendary in his own craft?
Well, he's the king of all media because he is the king of all media. He's the greatest of all time. He's got an energy every day. It's fantastic. You can tune in anytime. Doesn't matter when it is. Doesn't matter how Howard feels. And you're going to laugh like crazy. That's what I love him.
You absolutely love the show. I mean,
Are you kidding me? I'm going all the way back. I found him. I discovered him before Howard was Howard. So that's great. You know, it's like he was auditioning for America's Got Talent, and I was judging, and I found him. That's the way I look at it.
Great seeing you, Mr. Michaels.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Big day today. Chaz Bono coming by. Anxious to talk to Chaz. See what's happening.
Now, you will stay in the male pronouns when you're talking
Absolutely.
to
I'm not like his mom. I understand he wants a certain respect, and he wants to be called him, and that's it. I go along with it. Listen, whatever anyone wants, I do.
You're easy.
I'm easy that way. I mean, who cares? That's the problem.
Cher just forgets. You know, when you raise a daughter, I mean, you only know Chaz for how long?
Well, listen, I grew up knowing Chaz. I mean,
But you weren't involved with Chaz every day.
I was actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, every day. I'm very close to the Bono family.
Morning, Chaz.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not bad, thanks.
Good.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to this appearance? Here, right this way, you can just follow me.
Yeah, I am, actually. Thank you much.
Do you know about how Howard's been sort of championing your cause on Dancing with the Stars?
I've heard that, yes.
Are you a fan as well, or what do you know about Howard?
The truth is, I haven't really listened to Howard that much because I don't know Sirius. I used to listen to him before. Mm-hmm. And I also was a big fan of his movie, actually. I love his movie, so I think it should be fun.
Cool. I'll see you in the studio.
Okay.
All right.
Chaz Bono is most recently on Dancing with the Stars. She's famous for like 20 different reasons, especially the whole Sonny and Cher thing. And she's here.
Did you say she?
He.
I
fucked
knew
up.
you'd do it.
I fucked up already.
You were so good before he was here.
There's Chaz. I feel like I know you. I watch you on
Chaz
every
looks
show.
like he's walking to death row. What?
Chaz, do you feel like you're in death row or something? No, it's all right.
Should I?
No, be comfortable, please.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
It's weird seeing you because I've been watching you on Dancing with the Stars. Then I watched you on the Oprah thing, the documentary. I feel like do people feel like they know you?
I think they do, yeah.
And I think
we feel like we watched you grow up, of course.
What? You're like segregated in a booth.
Absolutely. We believe in segregation.
Okay.
Well, with all that testosterone throwing through your male body,
I don't want to be in there.
I didn't want you near Robin.
Okay.
I didn't know how you could handle it.
I can handle it, I think.
You know, it's so funny when I hear you talking about testosterone and how it really has changed you. It is a fascinating experiment in a way because not that many people get to experience that.
No.
Both the life with estrogen and the life with testosterone.
It's true. I mean, I think, I have insights that, most people just don't have.
Yeah, because when you said, this really hit home for me, you said, I started taking testosterone and I realized how yappy women are. Like, it never hit you before. Like, you used to be able to tolerate all of that.
Stuff rolled off my back a lot easier before. Is what I'll say.
I remember in the documentary even that your girlfriend said,
she's, she will drive any man crazy.
Right. She's yappy.
She talks constantly. I mean,
and you found before the whole testosterone thing that you could really understand her feelings a little better and listen to this talk.
I could tolerate it.
You could tolerate it.
Yeah. I mean, I never, I was never a terribly emotional person, but stuff just really rolled back off my back easily.
Yeah.
And now it's a little, sometimes I'll just be like, honey, do you ever not stop talking? Just for a little while.
Well, I think about it too. Like, I'm trying to think of all the things that testosterone
would be different. Yeah.
Like, do you find yourself, like, did you used to be, I was talking to my wife about this. I don't know if you met her out there, but I said, I'm gassy. And I have to run out. And do you find yourself being less sensitive to it? You just blast one out, and
I am a little less sensitive to that stuff. I mean, I remember, early on in my transition, and I went to see a Broadway show here, and I was in the bathroom during intermission, and the guy next to me was farting so loud. I literally started laughing because I was thinking a woman would have to be dying to do that in a public bathroom. Just like absolutely dying. And this guy had no problem.
I mean, I go to men's room. Now, listen, I was born a guy.
Right.
I cannot take when these guys are shitting in a men's room. I would much rather go to the ladies' room.
Well, sometimes it's really amazing to me because they will describe, the guys are making noises. And, like that is something women just wouldn't do. They'd wait to be home.
Absolutely.
So you're getting to experience all of these different changes. I was thinking about you coming in, and I said, the thing that I think probably people don't realize about you the most, and actually, before I even tell you that, this whole Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yes.
I was so disgusted, and I've had Keith Abelow on the show many times, Dr. Keith Abelow. I've had him on the show many times.
We even had him on the show after that.
Yeah, he seemed like a pretty reasonable guy, And when he came out, here's an educated guy and stuff. He's on TV a lot. And he comes out and he goes, I don't think Chaz should be on Dancing with the Stars. He's going to turn everybody gay and all of this shit. I became very offended. I became your biggest defender because this is offensive to me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what is this like? When you announced Dancing with the Stars, did people make death threats?
I got a couple on Twitter. I got some death threats.
Yeah. Did you expect it, or were you?
I was expecting a little something, of course, but it turned into something that no, I didn't expect. And then, kind of on the opposite side, the positive response as a result of that, I never expected.
Wow.
So it was like suddenly me being on this dance contest turned into something much bigger.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is bigger because, I was saying, gee, it's going to be interesting when Chaz goes on Dancing with the Stars because you rely on America's votes.
Right.
And if you read the newspapers and the reaction to you going on the show, you would think you would get 3 votes because middle America would have said, fuck you, Chaz. No way we're voting for you. And lo and behold, you weren't the greatest dancer, but America put you through because they felt something for you, right? You became a sympathetic person to them.
Yeah.
That's shocking to me. In the same way that we have a black president is shocking to me.
Right.
I think it was kind of shocking that you even got votes. Were you anticipating getting thrown off the first week?
I really hoped I wouldn't. That's like, your worst nightmare.
Right.
But I really didn't, plan on being around forever.
Right.
And so, I was I was thrilled, and it really, you know, if anything, it's really spurred me on to really do my best and put everything into it, because I was overwhelmed by the response that I got from people.
You say after you were on Dancing with the Stars and your mother showed up that week to Dancing with the Stars, that your relationship with her got better. And I thought, that's sad. You agree with that statement? I feel like, is that what it takes? Yeah, because is that what it takes to get a mother's love?
No, I didn't. No, I think you're what I meant was that I think that we had something that we could kind of relate to professionally, because she's a performer. I've written books and I, give talks and stuff like that, but and in activism, but she doesn't do any of that. So here was something that like we could kind of bond on a certain level that hadn't come before.
Common experience.
It was a common experience.
Did she give you advice?
She didn't really give me advice. What she did, which was amazing, was about week 2, I got my knee and my ankle got injured, and so she sent over all the physical therapists and stuff that she works with when she's touring to come over and work on me, and it totally got me through the show.
All right, when I think about your life, and this is just a way outsider's view.
Okay.
I was one of those guys sitting there watching Sonny and Cher Hour every fucking week, seeing you come running out, and you were dressed like Cher and all that, and all that stuff. When I think about the reality of your life, when I was a little kid, I'd say, "Oh wow, how cool to be Sonny and Cher's kid," because wow,
you get to be on TV every week.
Get to be on TV, get money and this and that.
Right.
The reality is, I don't know if did you see the Joan Rivers documentary?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, I think you should see it.
I've heard it's great. So
when they interview Melissa, Joan Rivers' daughter, she says, "Listen, it wasn't easy being Joan Rivers' daughter. She was married to her career.
Right.
She was in love with show business. I was definitely a second thought. That's just the way it is when you're the child of someone in show business.
Right.
The narcissism level is off the roof. It's off the hook.
Right.
And you're really not the most important thing in their lives. That was that kind of vibe. She didn't put it that way. I feel like in seeing all the interviews with you, if you have anger over this, I would imagine your anger. And even when you went to drugs and all that other stuff, I would think you would be angry for not being first in your parents' life, not just your mom.
Right. At a certain point, I think you just accept that, and that's how I grew up, with both of my parents having this huge career that was a priority, and it was.
Did you feel abandoned?
Did I feel abandoned? No. I was, the way that I dealt with it was I just tried to kind of be as little trouble as possible. And it took
stay out of the way, so to speak?
Stay out of the way and just let them do. And my dad, wasn't, by the time they got divorced and I was, getting a little older, and I don't have any memory of them together. Right. My mom's career was taking off. My dad's didn't really. So I was actually, the time that I spent with my dad was much more, quote unquote, normal kind of stuff.
And your dad was more accepting of your sexuality, and yet the last year of your dad's life, you did not talk to him. And I understand why. Your dad was a politician at that point.
Right.
He came out against, I think it was gay marriage.
Yep.
Like he had a chance to make an impact with gay marriage.
Right.
And you said, you know what? Fuck you. I cannot talk to you because how can you do this? I am your daughter at that time. You were a daughter. And you said, I'm gay and you're voting against my rights?
It wasn't quite as strong as that. But here's the thing. I think we both I was angry. I was pissed off. And I had done an interview with him. I was writing for The Advocate at that time. And so I interviewed him, and he said that he didn't have any problem with gay marriage during this interview. And I heard later from another congressman that he told me my dad probably got a lot of flack for that interview when it came out.
Right.
And so then he comes out and he co-sponsored the Defense of Marriage Act, and that's what really bothered me. I mean, I knew that he would probably have to vote for it, and there's a certain amount of politics, which is why politics is so messed up, that you have to follow the party line and everything.
Right.
But the fact that he took the extra step and co-sponsored it is what really pissed me off.
Well, it was like a personal smack in your face. You took it that way. You took it personally.
And
you don't have to co-sponsor the goddamn bill.
Exactly. You don't have to co-sponsor it. So.
Did he ever talk to you about it ahead of time and
No.
say, "Listen"?
That was kind of the bad thing. I mean, both me and my dad at that time were not really confrontational people. We were kind of, emotional wimps.
Right.
So instead of just talking about it and, having it out or agreeing to disagree or whatever, we just didn't talk, and then he passed away.
So is that like a great regret of yours, or do you put it in its proper perspective? You were absolutely right to be angry about that.
I think it's both. I mean, I was absolutely right to be angry about it. I mean, you can't help your emotions. I wish that I'd handled it differently.
Did you go to the funeral?
Of course.
But was that weird? Did anyone come up to you and go, "You weren't even talking to your dad. You gave him great heartbreak," and blah, 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 blah?
No, not
No
at
one laid
all.
a trip?
No. Everybody was really nice, and it was, I mean, so at the time I did, I mean, but it wasn't just me. I thought both of us, what a stupid thing we did. And,
right.
And
Takes two to tango.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, we should have just, talked. What a stupid thing. But it changed, it changed my relationship and how I viewed things. And when Mary took over his seat, I have always since, we leave politics. I mean, we'll talk.
You still in touch with Mary?
Oh, we're very close.
Well, they have, he has siblings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So we, though we'll talk politics sometimes, never do we let it get heated or
Did you
anything.
think it was weird when your mom got up and gave the eulogy for Sonny? I mean, they had been at each other's throats. They could barely even look at each other. And then all of a sudden, I understood the emotion. He was the guy who sort of brought her out of her shell and all that.
Right.
But was it weird for you sitting there watching your mom carry on at the funeral?
No. I mean, in truth, I was the one who told my mom, and I wasn't really expecting.
You told her that Sonny was dead?
Yeah.
They said, "Listen, Chaz, you better be the one to tell her."
No, not even that. No, Mary called me and told me, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I got to let my mom know. She was in England at the time, and I actually called my aunt, her sister, to get a number there. And my aunt was like, she's going to be really upset. Do you want me to tell her? And I thought, no, it's no big deal. I'll tell her.
Right.
And I told her, and she fell apart on the phone.
Right.
And really, for me, it was the first time that it hit me how much my parents meant to each other, and how much at one time they really loved each other. So for me, it gave a lot of closure, actually.
Because they were so bitterly... So as much as they cared for each other, there was such bitterness.
They went back and forth. Sometimes they got along great, and there were times where, when I was growing up, where my mom would go and hang out with my dad at his house in Palm Springs, and and then
so that's confusing in a way.
And then they
have a blow up.
And they have exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Would you have preferred they just were either angry with each other or civil with each other? Like one way or the other. The confusion is the hard. I ask that because there's a lot of people in divorces. Right. They're all trying to be like, have the perfect divorce and all this. Maybe it's more confusing, the perfect divorce.
The good thing about both of them is they, growing up, and really until I was in probably my teens or whatever, neither of them ever spoke a bad word about the other one.
Right.
So, that was good.
I wonder, they always say that's good. And sometimes I fantasize, like, maybe it's good to just be straight with your kids and say, you know what, your mother is a fucking pain in the ass.
But she's not a pain in the ass
Maybe she was.
to her kids.
I think,
knows?
No. Actually, I mean, my dad was a great guy, but a complicated guy. And he did have this kind of old school Italian thing with his wives, and he tried to be really controlling, and
It's funny because I think of him as like this liberal hippie running around.
I know. That's the odd
Yeah.
thing, that he wound up a Republican, a conservative Republican.
Yeah.
It was
but he
weird.
was sunny.
Yeah.
I think, I think what my dad wanted to do was stay in entertainment, and I think if he could have done that, he probably would have.
You know what's weird to me? I'm thinking about this now. It's all coming to me. I'm thinking about Cher as your mother.
Yeah.
Forget about Cher, the performer. I'm just thinking your mother. Like, she leaves Sonny. Sonny basically had her like a child.
Exactly.
He did everything for her.
Right.
Suddenly, you're a kid. Your mother gets divorced from Sonny. And suddenly now she's experiencing her first childhood.
Right.
She's free from daddy.
Well, maybe an adolescence. Yeah.
And she all of a sudden says, now I'm free. Fuck this, I know she loved her daughter at the time. I'm saying, but, oh my God, now I can go out and date. I can go out and meet men. This had to be confusing to you.
I have
First
a
of all,
huge career.
was it weird to you your mom was running around in, like, outrageous outfits, showing her ass cheeks? The belly, was famously flat. I mean, gorgeous body. Every guy wanted to fuck her. It's like, how weird is that for you?
As a kid, I obviously that part wasn't conscious, but I do remember, feeling weird when she'd come to school. Because she
was Cher.
She
when
didn't
she
look
came
like
to
the
school.
other mothers,
Would she dress that way to school, like
No,
the tight pants?
Of course
and the...
not. I mean, not Bob Mackie gowns or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, she has
her look.
She has her look. She has her style. It didn't look like the other moms. So
Don't you think? Now I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Because I'm in therapy a lot. Don't you think a mother sometimes has to put aside their personal style of dress and everything and say, let me think like a 7-year-old kid or a 10-year-old kid, and let me think like, gee, maybe me showing up in a bra top isn't the best idea.
No. She never dressed inappropriately to any of those things. She just was more
She just
stylish.
stood out.
She was more stylish, and when you're a kid at that age, like grade school and everything, you want to be just like everybody else, just like the other kids.
But doesn't it get weird for you when your mom starts to go through her adolescence? You're a kid. I don't know. You were young at the time of the divorce. All of a sudden, she's with that bagel guy. I can't think of his name. Rob Camilletti. She marries Greg Allman for 10 minutes.
Right.
Has a baby. All of a sudden, now you've got a brother with Elijah.
I actually begged her to have. I wanted a brother more than anything.
You did?
I did. I drove her crazy.
Are you close with Elijah?
Do you remember that marriage at all? I mean, I don't hardly remember it.
What, the Allman marriage?
Yeah, it was short.
What was it like waking up and seeing these strange guys in the house? I mean, especially Greg Allman, who is not a great conversationalist, or I can't imagine empathic with a young girl.
There were never. I mean, the one thing about me, my mom has this wild image. She's fairly personally conservative, and she's never done, substances at all. And she was a serial monogamist, so it wasn't like there were men she'd have a boyfriend for 3 or 4 years and then another boyfriend. And
I often fantasize that I would meet Cher.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to bed with her, and then I'd be your father for a few minutes.
Be the latest conquest.
I would have been a good dad. You and I would have really
for the
bonded.
5 minutes you were there.
Well, listen, I don't hang out long. I'm not,
No, I mean, look, I had some, great guys that I grew up with that she went out. I mean, like, Gene Simmons, who when I was a kid.
Oh God, I forgot about him.
Oh, poor you. Gene is not a great influence, Chaz.
No.
Gene is not, but you know what? He was at that time. He was great with my brother and I. I mean, really amazing.
Would you go to Kiss concerts and things like that?
Oh my God, yeah. I was a huge Kiss fan before they met. So,
explain that whole thing to me.
So
I don't get it.
That was, so cool because now all my friends were Kiss fans, and now I had every merchandising thing. And
but isn't it weird? You go down to the kitchen in the morning, and Gene Simmons is making out with your mom. I mean, it's got to be surreal, Chaz. There's no way that can be a normal, even semi-normal childhood.
Well, it was probably nothing about my childhood was normal, but it was normal to me.
I mean, I'm fascinated by it.
Now, did Gene?
Just real quick, did Gene charge you for merchandise?
Oh, stop.
Or did you get the Kiss coffin for free?
I got it for free.
You got it for free.
Yeah, I know. I know. He likes to charge for about everything now. But,
cheapest guy on the planet, right?
Totally.
Yeah, but Cher probably had to pay for everything.
No, but he was. I mean, he was incredibly generous with me. Actually,
he was.
He really was. Yeah.
Well, I'm still trying to get a sense. Did you live at home every day? Were there nannies? Were there? I mean, who did the actual? Who made breakfast?
What was the setup?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, when I was with my dad, no, there weren't because he was around. So when I was with my mom, I had a nanny and there was a cook and
I imagine the
Did you go
lifestyle
to
was
boarding school? Because Elijah told us he went to boarding school.
No, I didn't go to boarding school.
Okay.
But I did.
You might have been better off.
I might have. I did. I went to school here in New York in performing arts, which then turned into LaGuardia.
Which is weird. I always had the vibe with you that you weren't into performing, that you were pushed onto the stage when you were a kid.
I was, as a kid.
And I think Dancing with the Stars for you was the hardest thing because I don't really think you want to be a performer. I just feel like it's almost expected of you.
No, not really. I mean, I was really into acting and was a drama major. And
I remember you had a band for a while,
and I had a band for a while.
Right, I remember the
Were you guys any good or was it bullshit?
No, I think we were actually pretty good. It's just we came out. Our record came out right as the industry changed, right as grunge happened, and so
that was it.
And that was it.
Did you write your own music?
Yep.
But what would have happened now? Just imagine this music career takes off. You're a woman.
That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah. Now you want to become a man?
Would have been a nightmare. It was. I mean, the time that I spent in the record industry actually was horrible.
Yeah.
Because I was expected to, the most of my life look and act like a girl, and it was torture. It really was.
So getting back to this, I've had your brother Elijah Blue on the show. He was great.
Was he?
Oh my God.
He's kind of out there.
He's out there, and he's very honest.
Do you two get along? Are you close?
We do. I mean, he's a weird guy. We're really different,
I get the
really
vibe that
people.
you two have nothing to do with each other.
Nothing in common. No, we do. I mean, I'm his big brother. I was his big sister. He comes to me when he needs something. Generally, I mean, that's the truth.
Right.
When he needs me to help talk my mom into something he wants, or he needs support, or whatever. And
so is he living? In other words, he's had a difficult time transitioning from dependent child to a grown man. In other words, he's still dependent on your mom for a living.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling in the world.
Absolutely.
Why do you think he can't move on? Why is your mom vested in him staying a child?
No, I don't think so at this point. I think he's just it's just been hard for him. I mean, it is a really hard way to grow up, and it is hard to make the transition because you're living in this, reality that isn't reality. And so,
but did you ever say to your brother, "Go get your own thing. Just go"? I know he's into music and all that.
Right.
Why don't you just go study medicine or something? Go be a doctor. Get out of the business.
Be a school teacher.
Yeah, this isn't working. Do you ever say?
And I've talked to him. I talk to him a lot. I mean, I don't care what he does. I want to see him happy and thriving.
Right.
So.
And Greg.
Does he have like a relationships and does he have like a girl?
He fucked Bijou Phillips, he told us, didn't he, or something?
I don't remember.
I think he probably told you everybody he fucked.
He fucked. He had a list. Maybe it wasn't Bijou Phillips. It was somebody. I don't remember the interview.
Maybe Paris Hilton or something. I think he said.
This kid's fucked everybody.
He has actually.
Yeah. Do you ever get envious? Do you get penis envy of your brother?
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because girls just, it's amazing to me. I'm like, do they actually talk to the guy? Because that's not. But the girls just love him. So.
Well, it's true. Like you say, he has no personality or a weird personality.
It's just he's just out there. I mean, he's really. My brother is, incredibly smart, but in a completely non-practical, non-street smart
It's not
way.
doing him any good.
It will never do him any good.
Yeah.
And Greg Allman, he's nowhere to be. Is he involved with Elijah at all, or anyone?
I think not to a big degree, and I think there have been times where they've been close enough. But no, Greg is kind of.
Do you hate him?
No, I don't hate him. I think
he tore your mother up, right? I mean, he came into the house. He created complete chaos. He was a heroin addict.
He was a heroin addict. My mom didn't. I mean,
I don't know how she couldn't have known.
She didn't know.
Does your mom?
If you knew my mom, you'd know how she couldn't know.
But does your mom have horrible taste in men? Honestly.
No. There's been some really great guys she's dated. So
and did you want to shake her and say, "Mom, the guy's a fucking heroin addict. What are you doing to our life?"
No, he was a heroin addict.
Yeah, but you knew he was strange.
He did. I mean, one time he did. He picked me up from school once, and got lost on the way home, and we ended up home about. I don't know, probably 10 or 11.
Oh, my God.
What time did you start out?
Well, she picked me up at 3
o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Exactly.
And you got home 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
and all you were doing was going home.
We were trying to go home. I mean, that freaked me out because it was the first time I'd seen a grown-up not in control, and he kept asking people, do you know how to get back to Malibu? Can you finally
oh my God.
Finally
so
some
he was
guy
high.
said and finally some guy said, I'm going that way, follow me. And then we stopped at the Chart House bar, and we were there for a few hours.
Oh my goodness, he took you to the bar?
Yeah, he did. And
did he get wasted?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got home, I mean, my mom, of course, was
livid,
completely panicked, and it was way before cell phones or anything. So.
And there was probably no approaching the guy either. She's like, "Hey, you just put my daughter in danger." This and did you go to your mom and say, "Hey, listen, this fucking guy just put me in danger"?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't that kid. I was, sitting at a table in the Chart House, scared but not going to say anything.
You were the good soldier. In other words, you're not going to sit and make waves.
Never.
Because you didn't feel secure enough, right? And your mother's world, it was like, hey, just, go along for the ride and don't be a complainer.
And those two behemoths were now going to go at it. You didn't need to be in the middle of that.
Do you think your mother knows you? I mean, really knows who you are?
Not as well as other people.
Right. Because...
I noticed in the documentary, the relatives who seemed closest to you were not Cher.
Yeah, I mean, the transition was definitely the hardest on her, and I mean, I think slowly she's become more and more comfortable. But no, at first it was she had a really hard time.
It's really weird when I think of that video. Where your mom's in the stockings and she's on the ship and her ass cheeks and the tattoos are on her ass.
Yeah.
And I think when I was a young man, I thought of you. I go, what does the kid think of this? I didn't know you.
Well, at the time, I thought of Elijah. I was like, what does a kid think of his mom shaking her ass?
And then I thought of myself, and I went, I'm on TV as Fart Man.
Yeah.
I wonder what my kids are thinking.
You had a problem of your own.
Yeah, right. I'm wondering, I could have been way better about that, too. So it is a learning experience. And I'm not even, putting your mom down. I mean, I understand that world. But I just think of you and how difficult it might have been for you,
I think the truth is that, for any kids of really famous or, parents who are at the top of their industry in any way, it's a hard way to grow up because you really are, kind of second to that. I mean, and especially... in show business, the business of celebrity is it's
and
its
you're
own
also
thing.
famous, and you don't know why.
Right. Yeah.
Do you feel competitive with your mom in that sense? Like, oh, gee, for a couple of years, I got to get famous too. You didn't feel that way.
I got to be famous in my own right. I'm tired of being Cher's daughter.
I felt like I wanted to carve out my own niche for sure, but it was never like a competition. It's just I really hoped someday people would see me as something more than just their kid. So
Chaz, did you ever enjoy being a girl? Ever? Was it ever fun for you? It just sucked.
Even as a little girl, you felt something was wrong.
As far back as I have memory, I felt something was wrong. Yeah.
Do you? You probably went to school with a lot of famous kids and stuff.
A few, not a ton.
Jennifer Aniston one of being one of them?
Well, Jennifer Aniston didn't grow up there, did she?
I went to high school with Jen.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So when you're growing up and everything, you were pretty brave about it. I mean, you came out pretty early on, right? I mean, the kids in school knew you were gay, like 13 or something like that.
High school.
High school.
My friends knew, yeah.
And no one else was out. I mean, out of your group, right? I mean, you were pretty much the only one.
I was pretty much the only one, yeah. I mean, I think I had one friend who was, I'm a little bit out, but not.
Did you get tons of action in high school? I mean, did you get tons of chicks? I picture, hey, look, you got the Sonny and Cher thing working for you. You got the fame, you got the friends, this and that. And since you're the one out, anyone who's lesbian wants to come over to your place and check it out.
I did. I did get the curious, some bi-curious girl.
Were you a seducer?
I mean, I guess to a small degree. I'm pretty. At that point, I was pretty still unassuming. I'm a pretty like.
You fly under the radar.
Yeah, I am, and that's kind of.
And you know that about yourself.
I do.
I see that with you. You kind of come in the room, like David Arquette said he went to a party with you the other night. You kind of come in, you work the room, but you do it very slowly, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've never been like.
Did you try to bang Jennifer Aniston?
No.
Never.
Never.
Why not? Now, there's a piece
Were
of
you
this.
close? Did you? I mean,
Yeah,
did you
we
have
were tight. We were
I
absolutely.
like your guy. Now we can talk pussy.
Oh, stop it.
Why not?
There's a girl in the room.
But
Oh, you. Right. Did you have a crush on her?
I really didn't. I mean, there was a girl that I really fell hard for in high school, and
You talking about your mom's friend?
No. In my class.
In your class?
Yeah, in my grade at PA. And so that took, really kind of took the focus.
How old were you when you acted out on meeting a woman? Like I imagine these girls would come on to you because they knew you were gay. And I bet you that. Do you think there were a lot of girls who were quote unquote straight who wanted to experiment?
Well, yeah, that's where I fit in.
Did that annoy the shit out of you? Like, what am I, an experiment?
No, it didn't, because I felt like I was a guy anyway. So if anything, it made it harder for me. It was interesting because in high school, I wasn't with anybody who was gay.
Right.
And most of the few people that I was with, I think, are with men now.
Did you get it on with a lot of famous chicks?
Never, not a one.
No kids of a famous person?
Mm-mm.
Oh, poor you.
I know.
I mean, what the hell was wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of action are you getting?
It's terrible.
What's your type? Your present girlfriend, almost wife, I would say.
Right.
Very hot, very femme, super femme.
Yeah, I mean, like a normal girl.
But he's a guy.
She's hot, your girlfriend, I would say.
Yeah.
But you're saying super femme, like a guy wants a feminine woman.
Yeah.
She's super femme.
Super femme. What does that mean?
I like her.
More feminine than Robin.
I find her attractive.
She is an attractive girl.
And she sticks by you thicker. I figured she'd dump you once you became a man, for sure. Because she's into girls.
She's bi.
She is bi.
Yeah.
She claims she likes you better as a man. In terms of physical appearance, she likes you better as a man than as a woman. You shocked by that?
No.
I am. I can't figure this whole thing out.
No.
You're confused.
I'm on the sidelines, really confused over here. She cleared it up for me.
No, she's been with men and women her whole life. So.
You ever been with a guy?
Once.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How old were you?
17.
Was it gross?
It was just kind of nothing.
Poor you.
It was just kind of nothing.
You met some dude and you said, were you attracted to the guy?
No, not at all.
You
No,
said, listen,
honestly,
I got to. Were you trying to say, I'm going to convince myself to be straight?
You know what it really was? I was so sick when I was young, and I would come out to people, and people would always say, how do you know if you've never slept with a guy?
Right.
And I was so sick of hearing it that literally that I did it one time so that I could say, okay, I did it, and
He
it didn't
penetrated
change
you.
anything. Yeah, we had sex.
Was this someone who was in love with you? I mean, was he
No, he was a friend of a friend. that I had known, and it wasn't, and that I could just do that. I could just,
And he says to you, "Okay, listen, I understand you want to get fucked by a guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna, I would have done it for you too.
Yeah,
How old were you at the time?
I was 17.
17. Well, maybe with our age difference, I would have gone to jail. So this guy, he's like 17.
Yeah, we went
also.
to the movies, went back, had sex, and that was it.
Where'd you do it?
In my, I'm in the apartment I was living in.
You take him back to the apartment.
Yeah.
He takes off your clothes. You hate your tits, the whole fucking thing.
Right.
It's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to get wet?
I can't remember.
I remember. I remember if I got wet.
Were you that guy? No.
Was it painful?
Probably a little bit.
He probably tore you up a little bit because with that disgusting cock of his. I can't believe this guy. Are you surprised this guy's never come forward with his story? That has to be a story. I
don't think it's that big of a. I mean, literally, it was. Yeah.
Did you make out with him?
I didn't like the kissing.
Did you want to puke in his mouth?
I didn't want to puke in his mouth, but it was just.
You knew this is not for you.
It wasn't for me. I mean, sex is sex, and sex, physically feels good, but it was just like, this is wrong. This just doesn't feel right. It didn't turn me on. It was just.
All right, so clear this up for me now.
Sure.
Now you're a man.
Right.
Had your breast removed, was happy. I watched the whole operation.
Yeah.
I was in on the operation. I don't know if you knew while you were out. I was in there
did
helping.
Did you scrub in?
I scrubbed in. And I felt happy for you because you felt liberated.
Absolutely.
You felt that you were in the right body. Now you feel better about yourself and all that. And I say, God bless, right?
Yeah.
But now they talk about getting a penis, and you're considering the operation. As far as I'm concerned, they are nowhere near this operation. There's no fucking way I'm letting you do this.
Okay.
Because I think you're going to not have any sexual feeling down there.
Well, there's 2 different surgeries.
Go ahead.
And